Welcome, everyone, back to Rhoteg, episode 2. Last we had visited, our heroes had successfully cleaned out the crypt and went above and beyond their job description and brought back a relic. Now, this amount of just pure heroism has granted them the ranking of D-class missions. Now, to recount these events and these amazing adventures that have been told, someone you don't expect, someone that's not, doesn't exactly pop up in your head when you think journalist, author, storyteller. We look over and we see Mason writing in his book.
The Reminders of Mason Emick. Shopping list: milk, butter, torches. Started a new job, working with a kobold named Vet, a halfling named Sturdy, a giant named Gundrum, and the world-famous bugbear entertainer, Zan. Met a kind dwarf. He told us how to get to a special crypt. He warned us not to touch any treasure or fight the big monsters. After destroying the monster and touching the treasure, we left the crypt. Gift idea: bow for Grotum? After leaving the crypt, we met a kind gnome. I thought he was kind anyway. Vet, Sturdy, Gum Gum, Zan and I got to see the dwarf again. Made some money. I can't believe I get to tour with the Zan.
Wonderful. So last we had visited a very proud round of applause for the wonderful author known as Mason. Last we had visited our heroes. They had just received an envelope the night previous where they had opened a D-class mission. And inside that mission, a letter read, "Dear adventurers, we request you to go to the Temple of Life and receive the Goblet of Essence. Return it to Ildor, and he will pay you a handsome reward. Lady Ilkin." So we meet our party back in that tavern, back in that wonderful, wonderful bar the following morning. Take it away.
Mason, he, let's see. No, Mason's going to be up early. He's going to try to be up nice and early so he can get to work. He's a good, honest, busy boy. He's got stuff to do.
So I'm guessing Mason just kind of wakes up early, meanders around. He's probably up with the cooks when they're getting breakfast prepared, and he's just like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm sure he's very much just
talk. They don't want to talk. They just want to cook, and he's just over there like, "I really appreciate the work you guys are doing. It's so nice." And they're just like, "Just shut up and let me do." But yeah.
Okay. So how does Gudrum with no N, Gudrum, wake up in the morning? I've worked so hard. Okay, I spent all day today saying Gudrum, 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 Gudrum over and over and over again. So I did not do that.
Thank you.
How does Gudrum spend his morning?
Gudrum loves bed. If he can sleep, he will. Gudrum, the only thing that motivates him is when he wakes up to the smell of some cooking food. So he smells the food downstairs and opens one eye. He goes, I guess I should start stirring now.
A man after my own heart.
He moves pretty slowly. He wakes up, he sits up in bed, and he's a big guy, so he's got to stretch out. So he's like, because usually beds are too small for him. So he just kind of stretches out, cracks his back, gets his boots on, and I think he slowly meanders down to the tavern where he sees what's happening downstairs.
Again, a man after my own heart. That's my morning routine every single morning. How about let's go with Zan. Zan, what does Zan do in the morning?
I'm assuming that Zan didn't actually make it to bed the night before. Like he's just collapsed somewhere from, just being up all night. So he's somewhere probably in the tavern just
Okay.
slumped over a table or something. So he's kind of woken up with something on his face.
Perfect.
A little bit groggy, but not too much.
Perfect. Sturdy, how does Sturdy react in the morning?
Sturdy is up with the cooks, preparing her rations for the journey. She's just she's in the kitchen. She hears everything that's Rockman, God, I forgot his name, is saying. Mason. Yeah, nobody's getting names right today. Nobody in the Chaddock family anyway. But yeah, so she's in there like stirring the pot and just being like, "Thanks, Mason. I'm working really hard in here.
Yeah.
I appreciate your encouraging words."
Definitely.
And last but not least, Vet. What does Vet do first thing in the morning?
Vet had kind of a late night. He was thinking about the tavern a little bit after everyone went to bed, but I imagine he wakes up, stretches a little bit, rolls down to the ground, and just kind of probably meanders over to the kitchen looking for something warm to drink, coffee or tea.
Very, very cool. So we see in the morning.
I feel like
Our
Vet doesn't
heroes.
really need coffee.
Yeah, not really.
And I also say that I love that Zan doesn't sleep; he slumps.
So in the tavern, we walk in and we see our intrepid heroes. Gudrum sitting down at the table, probably sipping coffee or tea with Vet. Vet kind of shifting around in his chair, doing his thing. Sturdy in the kitchen, cooking along with the chefs where she is most comfortable. Mason complimenting them all the lot. And Zan in the corner, passed out, still hungover.
I do want to be clear. Gudrum is holding a pitcher of coffee because cups are too small for him.
Oh, 100%. He has an entire kettle of coffee is just for him. Like the entire percolator goes to Gudrum.
I just want to be clear on that.
Perfect. So in the corner, I agree. So in the corner, when you guys are kind of milling about, waking up, getting your things together, you realize that Taldor never really leaves this tavern. He's sleeping on the cot in the corner. And he wakes up and he does the same thing. He guys stretches and goes, you are still here. Now, my friends, you have a mission. Why are you still here?
We only arrived 6 hours ago. Yeah.
In my country, we only need 4 hours of sleep.
If you interrupt coffee time, there will be hell to pay.
So at that point, I want to review the mission parameter. I also want to get a cup of coffee, and I'm going to review the mission parameters with the rest of the team. But when Mason gets his cup of coffee, he keeps a hand over it and a cautious eye on Vet, because Vet has a habit of digging through other people's foods, and he doesn't know his limits yet. Will Vet dig through my coffee? I don't know. I'm keeping a hand over it.
Can you actually dig through a liquid? That's the real question.
I'm afraid to find out.
I can try.
You shall not, is my point.
So, I'm guessing you guys have sat around and you had your breakfast. You guys all got kind of situated and kind of got rolling, even with Taldor in the corner spouting off. And
breakfast.
Actually, really quickly, I want to go talk to Taldor really quick. Ask him about that party we were promised.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
the party. Oh, it was a good party. It was real nice. Zan,
Zan gives a thumbs up, but doesn't
Z-
say anything because he's still
Zan,
just.
Zan, you were there. Oh, it was a good party. Oh, oh, I'm still hungover.
Okay. I got it.
Any other
Confused.
questions? So I'm guessing you guys sat down at breakfast, assuming whatever you all eat, Mason, some rocks.
Finishing off
various
my half rack of boar bacon.
boar bacon, half rack. Ooh. Vet nibbling on some biscuits and gravy. Zan eating whatever the fattiest, greasiest hangover food you can possibly imagine. And Sturdy cooking all of it,
The old
happy as a clam.
McDonald's.
Me old McDonald's. And Sturdy happy as a clam, making all of it for everyone, making sure everyone eats, and then serving herself. So at this point, I would assume that you guys have begun viewing the briefing of your Class D mission. Your Class D mission, again, is fairly simple from this letter from Lady Ilkin. And it says to go to the Temple of Life and receive the Goblet of Essence. Now, quite often, actually not quite often, but I'll say this is the Temple of Life is something that almost everyone in the nation has heard of, whether it be in story or in they still go there or they say that they go there. It's a fairly common place in the culture. It's located near the city of Joy. And I'll leave that up to you guys.
Let's go there, I guess.
How long is the travel to the city of Joy
Um,
from where we?
I'll say it's about a day and a half, so it'll take you probably a day to get within sight of the city, and then maybe a rest, and then you would arrive first thing in the morning.
I guess I would ask the party what they wish to do.
I'm good to hit the road.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys venture off, and you start kind of walking north, singing songs, doing whatever you do. Gudrum being silent and brooding, his normal self, and
Still waiting for the coffee to hit him.
still waiting for the coffee to hit him. Vet with his small stature, the coffee's hit him 3 times already, and he's just kind of energetic and just wide-eyed and awake. And one quick thing, I did miss this, and I apologize, but Taldor did give you guys something to handle artifacts this morning. He gave you a small bag in order to put the artifacts in that have a magical ward on them to protect you from them. That is something that every adventurer, every party of heroes, they receive one small bag about the size of a small backpack. Like it's quite small.
Okay.
Who's gonna carry it?
I'll carry it. I could carry. I'm really strong. I'm not. I promise I could carry it. I won't get tired.
He's strong.
Perfect. So Mason takes the backpack. Now, as you guys travel north, you guys travel for maybe half a day. And on the way, you see a very familiar cart. A cart that you've seen many times before.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But the
I
thing
immediately-
is, the driver of this cart is much smaller than a gnome.
A baby? No.
No, not a baby gnome.
That is going to march over to that cart. He's like
do a
as soon as he
perception.
sees it, he's
Do you want to
He's
do
on
a
the ground.
perception check, Sky?
Yeah, Yeah, I want to do perception, see what I can
Okay.
tell.
Okay, we can roll
looks,
some.
Something looks different. Oh, I only. Well, let's see. 14.
14. With this, I'll say that you can notice that this individual is a very similar size to someone in the party. You've seen this size before.
That's the smallest one.
Do you guys approach at all? Or are you guys just awkwardly staring at this? Wagon?
Right now we are. Gosh.
I'm going to tap on Gudrum's shoulder, and then I'm gonna tap on Vet's head, and I'm gonna say, Vet, I think it's a good idea for Gudrum to hold you.
Yes. Maybe Vet lied. So I want to call.
I reached down and I picked that up like a little kitten.
Oh.
By the neck.
I'm trying to. I think you want to hide. I want to get out of sight.
Okay. That's fine. Do you guys approach this wagon with Vet in hiding? I'm guessing somewhere on Gudrum's person. Somewhere. He's hidden.
Yes. I do have a backpack.
Okay. So he stuffs Vet in the backpack. Vet obviously goes through everything that's in the backpack because he's curious.
Nothing to hide.
And you guys approach this wagon, and as you approach, you see the figure driving the cart, and it's a small kobold. And you see another figure laying in the back, sunbathing, is Sir Dudley.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So not all kobolds are racist. We just have the one kobold that's racist.
So I see this other kobold, and I immediately start checking it for a lizard. It's like, do you have a lizard too?
No, I don't have a lizard. No, I don't have a lizard. And she
My
turns to you.
disappointment is immeasurable, and my day has been ruined.
And she turns to you. And when she turns, her hood slops back. And this kobold is horribly scarred. She looks at you. Are you patrons of Sir Dudley?
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
the pleasure of meeting each other, yes.
We had the pleasure, but Vet didn't.
Who's Vet? Who's Vet? I don't.
Vet is
Oh,
still
nobody,
in the
don't worry about it.
bag. Vet is still in the bag. So he.
Vet is out of sight, out of mind. Just don't bother.
Oh, whatever. I don't know who Vet is. Okay, Dudley.
Can I roll a
An associate of ours like yourself.
kind of want to roll investigation or perception to see if the scar on her face is familiar.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Ooh, I rolled a 17 minus 1. 16.
Okay, 16. You're not. Mason is not very familiar with kobold culture, I'm gonna say. And this is not a marking that he has seen before. He's not. It's not a. It's not something that is very common to be seen, but it almost appears like a branding, but you don't quite know what it is.
Ooh, okay.
Next question.
So, Gudrum, very curious. Gudrum is a seeker of knowledge. So Gudrum speaks up and says, "Excuse me, little one. I am a seeker of knowledge, and I like to learn. It looks like you've been through some gruesome battles. Would you share your tales with us on what happened to you?"
No.
Fair enough, we're complete strangers. Now
And
let's
Florian-
carry on as strangers do. Let's do some business.
Yes. Business. And
It's gonna kind of just peek around the corner of Grudrum's head.
she kind of looks and she spots you, and she just kind of like pretends not to see and just kind of gives you a little look, and then continues on and kicks Dudley and goes, "Dudley, wake up!" And he
On seeing
kind
her
of
kick Dudley, Brett's jumping down.
I'll grab that. Can I grab that?
no, I'm gonna say he catches you surprise and he scoots out. Vet, what do you do?
I pick up Sir Dudley.
I'm gonna give Dudley a kick nudge too. I'm just gonna not brutally, but I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna back up my fellow kobold.
Okay, so this kobold looks at you and goes, "Only I kicked the boss. What are you doing? Who are you?"
Boss.
Yeah, it's the least I could do. He's the boss. He pays me fair. It's great.
The boss pays you to kick him.
He pays me to be his alarm clock. Yeah, Dudley likes to sleep. Old Dudder's over here. He likes to sleep.
Dudders.
I'm gonna kick him again. I'm gonna turn and accidentally hit him with my tail.
She in turn
gonna
kicks you
accidentally
in the butt. No, Carol or this kobold accidentally kicks you in the butt. Like,
Give away your
oops,
name.
oops, sorry.
Who are you, little friend?
My name is Carol. I'm one of Sir Dudley's associates, and he has done a great deal for me and my tribe, but that's not here nor there.
That would recognize as branding, would he?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's for sale?
The same items that I have sold you or sent you a month ago, that would be in your guys' inbox in your various Gmail's accounts, and you guys can pick from at any time. Thank you for coming to Sir Dudley's
Carol.
traveling shop. You're welcome.
Is Vet stirring, or not Vet, but Sir Dudley moving around at all?
Oh, he's like slowly waking up. He's like in a banana hammock, stands up and like stretches and yawns, and just like, hello, friends.
Do you normally sleep in people's underwear?
Oh yes, it's very invigorating.
That's nasty.
Don't judge.
Vet
And
is
so
going to
he-
press the sensor bar.
So he's like, I didn't expect any customers this early, and he kind of puts on his robes and just sits there and goes, "What are we buying? You guys got more money than last time."
We do, don't we?
Yeah. I gave you guys a lot of money last session, so
Yeah,
You should
I think
be-
you put it on my character sheet here.
I don't think I did because I didn't really check. I just filled out all the other stuff and then sent it off. So you could ask one of
Probably
your
sent
party
that to the
members.
party only chat. I currently have $147 or 147 gold.
That sounds about what you guys got from the last session. If you guys had any starting gold, various other things, then sure, yep, you betcha, you have that as well. But 140 is what you roughly got from the last session.
I think I made a little extra swag selling my torches too.
Probably.
So maybe I got an extra 10, but like that's
Yeah. I'm not gonna harp.
okay. We all got 147.
Yeah, I'm not gonna harp on you over 10, so don't even worry about it.
I have 177.
Perfect. I knew you had an extra
So-
couple dollars.
Vet is going to sniff around a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And he picks up the smell of spices.
Yes, he does. There.
Um,
Does he ask Our Lady Carol about them?
I think Vet is like Not immediately. So like vet doesn't know what to make of. But I think too, because vet kind of grew up in such a everything is everyone's
Mhm.
sort of community. He doesn't bother with personal space so much. So he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna check out what you have and start rummaging."
Perfect. So the minute that you start to go rummaging through Our Lady Kobold, her name is Carol. I let it slip, but her name is Carol. Her tail immediately slaps your hand. Goes, what would you like? And I will dig it for you.
I want peppers, spices, chilies.
Ooh, ooh. And she kind of rummages through like her pockets and is like checking her like, because she's wearing like a small, like, imagine like a mini trench coat, almost like a watch salesman, with various items. And she pulls out like a small baggie about like that big, which for a kobold is like, it's like a brick almost. She goes, this is our lava spice, and this is unruly hot for non-kobolds, but for us it's a nice little tang.
The hotter, the better.
It's as hot as I can probably get without dying, but 50 silver pieces and it's yours.
How much can I get?
You can have this entire baggie. And she
Alright,
like
so,
dangles it in front of your nose.
That is very intrigued by the spice. How many pounds of chili, fried chili
It's
are we talking?
probably like a half pound. I mean, it's not a ton. It's a half pound. It's about like that.
Okay. And that's their entire stock?
Yeah, it's the majority of their stock, yeah. She
Okay,
keeps some for herself.
I'm gonna buy that.
Okay. So
Are you doing 50 silver is half a gold?
yeah, I'm just doing half a gold. That's just, it's
Okay.
easier that way.
I'm also gonna buy a jar
Okay.
to keep it in.
That'll be 100 gold pieces.
Wait.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, you can have the jar. The jar comes with the spices, actually. So here you go.
And something else. I can't remember. Yeah. Next time. You guys
I
go
can go.
first. I can't remember.
Yeah, whoever's ready. Mason,
Um,
go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be picking up the Ring of Weight.
Ooh.
Okay. That's a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
You make sure you have to wear it.
Yeah. Gudrum, I heard you spot. Oh, sorry. I saw Alyssa in your eyes. What do you want? I sees you.
I want the Ring of Whetstone. Red hot Whetstone. Red hot
Nice.
Whetstone.
I love that. That is one of my favorite items. It's awesome. Gudrum, what would you like?
Yes, I have 177 gold, I'm fairly certain. I would like the Archivist's Spectacles.
Kind of figured. Sounds right.
Then I can study faster.
Nothing else I would expect from Gudrum. Zan, what would you like?
Yes.
I honestly haven't looked at the list in like a month, so you have to
Oh,
tell
really?
me. Yeah. I made it once and fired it off. I haven't looked at
Oh, really?
that thing. Nope.
It was a while ago. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, that was
Yep.
back in May.
Yeah. It's currently July, just for those at home.
Yes. Thank you. The Silver Tongue Liar.
Ooh, very cool. I put that one in pretty much specifically for you because it's
Yes,
great.
I figured, yes.
Very cool. So, after you guys purchase your wares, unless there's anything else that someone
what else
wants.
I wanted.
Okay, perfect. Yes, Michael.
I'm getting just like couple daggers.
Okay, yeah. They're like
So
they're like the normal price of a daggers, whatever is in the DM guide. I think it's just like 2
2 gold
gold a
each?
piece. Yeah, I think it's 2 gold. Yeah, call it 2 gold. So 4 gold for 2.
Yep.
Perfect. So as you guys kind of get done with your shopping and all those kinds of things, Sir Dudley is fully dressed now. He's fully stretched out, and he kind of taps out to a degree, and he taps Carol and goes, "All right, Carol, your turn." And Carol, in turn, lays out and lays in the back and starts to take a nap. And they continue on their way.
Before he goes, actually, one other thing. Vet is gonna walk up to him and take a swing at him.
He just stands there. He takes it, doesn't flinch, and goes, "Okay,
Like
little
that's not swinging hard, but like
No,
good.
he just
like
he just kind of. You know what? How about this? Roll me a perception check, Michael.
yeah, no. Reception. Oh, 8.
So with an 8, I'll say that like you swing at him, and it's not that he just doesn't care; it's that he's expecting it. He's not, because I said this check is pretty low, but he's not. It's not that he's not afraid of you. It's not that he's not, super tough and ready to take it. It's he's expecting this behavior, and it's not phasing him. And he nods. He goes, "Farewell, little kobold," or he goes, "Farewell, little dragon," and hops on his cart. And they start plodding down the road. You guys continue north. And how about this? How about Mason? Can you roll me a d20, please, and thank you?
13, the lucky number.
Absolutely perfect. Right what I set this at. You guys have traveled for another 4 hours. And a small boy comes up running behind you. Goes, "Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me!"
Hi. Hello. Hi,
Hi.
I'm Mason. 2 hands.
"Hi, I'm Tommy. Nice to meet you.
Tommy.
Here's a letter. Bye." And he takes off and he leaves you with a letter.
That was odd.
And
Who's he give it to?
He gave it to Mason. Mason is the two-handed awkward shaker. So when
I
you
open the letter.
Okay, so when you open this letter and you crack it open, there's a single red star at the top of the page. And it reads, "Things are not always as they seem."
Away.
Can I do a
Wait.
history check to see if I know
Wait.
the star is?
Yeah.
Gudrum, I might have you beat. The red brand. Those are the guys, we encountered them on the way to the crypt. They're the guys who were adventurers.
Oh.
Exactly. You guys have that. With Mason's incredible memory. It's
No, I just watched the video like 7 times.
that's where 7 of the 9 views came from. The other 2 came from my mom. Hi, Mom. And so you recognize that red star and the saying, "Things are not as they seem."
I fold the envelope and I put it in a pocket. And I use my cantrip mold earth to just kind of form a little stool under me and a little stool under the rest of the party here. And I want to hunker down.
Stool's pretty big.
And I want to ask, like, I know that Toldir doesn't want us to touch the treasures. But last time we touched the treasures, we got stronger. We got better. Why are we making our sacrifices to make other people stronger?
Vet thinks that's the plan.
Seems kind of unfair to me.
It is completely unfair. Even if you have a small relic of power, there's no telling that it won't just disappear one day and you are left with nothing. This is how unfair the world is. I should know.
You should know because you're always after that wascally wabbit.
It's funny you should mention a wascally wabbit. My family had a relic, just one. It was a petrified fossil of a rabbit's foot, and it doesn't sound like much. You can laugh if you want, but it gave my family the opportunity to have a farm, own property in a really nice, safe neighborhood. But one day it was stolen by greedy bandits, and now we have no farm, no property, no safety, and this is not okay. This is why you don't go around stealing stuff, because it ruins people's lives.
Oh, then.
He says.
So do you guys make camp? Do you guys continue? It's not quite dawn. It's still midday.
I just thought I wanted to sit down and kind of gauge everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Well,
If
those are
anyone
my
has-
thoughts on the matter.
I say we
If-
keep walking.
I mean,
If-
we could have had this conversation standing up. We didn't really need to sit down. But thank you for the
Mason
tip
had to think.
anyway.
Mason had to think.
If anyone has any thoughts to share, feel free.
Just establishing things. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of
Okay,
myself.
so there is a thought I do have to share, right? So theoretically, in the last dungeon, if we had the way to move the kitty cat statue with the sapphire eyes and such, we could have potentially moved it, but we don't know what would have happened. We don't know if we would have leveled up. And it makes me wonder if or what measures we should take. Like, what if we have this bag of moving these artifacts now? What happens if we use them? What happens to the, like, for all I know, that's like a two-way bag. Something goes in one end and someone pulls it out on another. Like,
Is
Vet inside it right now.
is
We-
Mason,
we
is
test
Mason
it.
See
saying
what
that?
happens. Sorry.
Is Mason saying that?
I imagine that would kind of come up in conversation. I mean, okay, let's not metagame. I'm gonna guess that Mason's not too smart when it comes to like knowing all about a bunch of different magical artifacts. But the whole idea that something made us stronger when we broke the rules, and then they gave us something to help us keep the rules, makes Mason suspicious.
Gudrum does an Arcana check on the bag,
Sure.
which now that I have the Archivist special glasses, I have advantage on.
Do it up, baby.
15. But I have +4, so 19. 22.
It's Soup's magic, yo.
Well said.
Help.
Vet is gonna go up to Mason. Make the rocks magic stone.
I do so. I use my magic stone cantrip, 3 pebbles. I give two of them to Gudrum, and I take one and I just put it in the bag.
Yeah. Vet's gonna grab the bag and shake it up a little bit and just.
Imagine just like a bartender motion, just like shaking it, twirling it behind his back, like doing all the motions. When you tip, I imagine you tip this bag upside down to see if a pebble falls out.
Yep.
It does.
It's still magic.
It's still magic. I was going to also a joke with the soup's magic, y'all. The Arcana check he rolled high enough. It is just warding magic. It is not transmutation. He cannot, or not transmutation, not teleportation. That's the word I'm looking for. Because with that high of an Arcana check, I think he would be able to tell what kind of magic it is with Gudrum's background. It is just a warding type magic to keep whatever you put inside that magical effect from escaping that bag.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Seems a little fishy to me.
Might be fishy, might not be. So, as you guys continue walking down the road, it does become dark. Yeah.
I'm gonna establish something.
Yeah.
First of all, Mason, can I get you to cast Molten Earth really quick? I need a mortar and pestle.
Yeah, I cast Mold Earth to form a little bowl and what do they call it?
Pestle.
I guess that'd
Pestle.
be the pestle.
It's pestle.
Yeah.
Mortar and pestle. It's the
Yep.
But
Okay.
which is which?
the
Mortar is the bowl.
the bowl.
Pestle is the. I'm
so
grind up that chili.
very cool. You grind up the chili.
Also, while we travel, while I'm in Gudrum's backpack, I'm gonna just sit down and meditate and turn one of the extra daggers I got into another lightsaber.
Very,
Just
very cool.
establishing-
Yeah, no, you're good. So you guys continue on, and you know you're getting very close, but it is dark, or it's getting dark. I'm
Just make
assuming
camp
you
then.
guys choose to make camp. Again,
I don't have
Nothing-
night vision.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you guys right off the bat. This is not a like trap thing. This is just a setting how long it takes to get there narrative thing. You guys sleep. Nothing really happens. Nothing eventful. You hear slight noises here and there, but you just imagine that it's someone traveling along the road or maybe bandits in the woods. But no one's really bothering you guys.
As we make camp, Vet is gonna go around the outside of the camp, just clacking two rocks together. And then he's gonna burrow down into the ground, like he's gonna sleep under the fire.
Very much so. Vet does like to burrow when he sleeps. You guys wake up in the morning, and Mason, I would really like you to make a perception check for me.
My man, I would love to make a perception check for you. 17 minus 1, 16. I'm getting super lucky.
Wow, that is really high with a negative modifier.
Ah,
When you wake up, you notice your bag is turned over to a degree. It is just not like destroyed in any way. Nothing's really missing. It's just like your bag has been gone through, rummaged through, a few slight nibble marks, and then stuffed back together.
But did you go looking for snackies during the night?
Vet pops his head up out of the ground. It's like, and then looks around, sees everyone looking at him, and then goes just like slides back under.
I used Mold Earth to close the top of the tunnel over top of him.
Pops him somewhere else.
We're trying to do an investigation check.
Okay. Do it up. It's like playing whack-a-mole with Vet and Mason.
21.
21, you definitely know Vet went through, not out of malice, not out of anything like trying to destroy anything, but literal curiosity. Since Gudrum is a seeker of knowledge, you would know this. This is something that I don't think is revealing too much. This is something that Gudrum would know. But often kobolds are such a tribal people. There isn't really a this is yours, this is mine. It's very much a this is our stockpile. So in essence, Vet's just seeing what is there.
Are vet supplies nearby?
Vet supplies are under the campfire. Like I took everything I have underground.
I use mold earth to move your supplies above ground and take a bite of your food.
That's gonna look up good, huh?
It's
No
good,
point.
yes.
No point.
Awesome. So you guys move on down the road, and I often say you crest a hill. It's one of the cliches that I say often. I've noticed in almost every campaign I use. So instead of this, you don't crest a hill, you round a bend. And you see... Ooh, change it up. Switch it up on y'all. And you see this beautiful crystal blue lake with a small city near its edge. And this, you know, is the city known as Joy.
Okay.
I would like to do a perception roll.
Sure.
Okay. 17.
17, right on. It appears from the outside exactly as the stories you had heard. It's beautiful, it's clean, it's pristine. It fits the name, the City of Joy, from the distance before you enter.
This looks like a pretty sweet place, you guys. Let's go in.
I follow the halfling.
I follow my team.
I love the fact that the halfling is leading this party when there's an 8-foot tall half ogre, half Goliath, or half giant. That makes me so happy.
Goodrum is very passive.
It's very true, but the image in my head is just wonderful.
He's just like...
It's just marching her way up there, just full on, elbows out in the defense, just like walking through a supermarket. So you guys walk into the city, and it is amazing. There's no one being mean. There's no one. Everyone is smiling. Everyone is having a great time. The shopkeepers and the patrons are laughing and just enjoying each other's company.
I tap the first person I see on the shoulder. I say, "Hello there. I'm new here. Can you tell me about this place?"
Hi, how are you? This is the City of Joy, where nothing happens and nothing is wrong.
Whoa. Need to lay off a little bit. I want to know the history of this city.
It's always been wonderful and perfect.
I turn to my party and I go, something's wrong.
Didn't Vet have money?
No, she said that everything's perfect.
Mason,
Seems great to me.
I need you to know this, Mason.
Vet wants money.
People lie.
Vet
People
wants
are
money.
tricky.
Vet wants money. So, yeah, I have money. And she hands you 2 bronze pieces.
Vet's gonna look at it.
Funny.
Okay.
You know there's not a spot on the character sheet for bronze pieces. You know that, right?
What was that?
There's gotta be a spot for bronze pieces. There's copper pieces. Bronze would be below that.
Sorry, copper pieces. 2 copper pieces. And yes, you can roll an investigation check, Gudrum.
Okay. Roll investigation. Where did my... There it is. Nat 20.
Nice. Something is definitely wrong. Something's
You don't say.
something's definitely not kosher here.
Can you remind me what our paper said again?
Your paper in the very beginning said, "Dear adventurers, we request you go to the Temple of Life and receive the Goblet of Essence. Return it to Taldor, and he will pay you a handsome reward. Lady Ilkin."
So I guess I tap the next person that walks by and I say,
Hi,
direct
how are
me to-
you?
This is going to be a long journey. Please direct me to the Temple of Life.
Oh, that's over there. That's just to the northern side of the city. It's that beautiful, beautiful building just north of the city.
Hey,
And
Luke,
he
I wanted a
hands
little bit of.
2 copper pieces to Vet.
I want to see if I can get a little clarification. When Gudrun rolled the nat 20 to see how wrong they were, do they seem magically wrong, or are they being threatened? Like, was there a vibe that Gudrun got?
I
There is
definitely
no war in Bossing Say.
yeah. Definitely a threatened type vibe. Not really a magical essence that you got, but very much a
There's no war
fear.
in Bossing Say.
Exactly. You got it. There isn't a war in Bossing Say. What are you talking about?
Hi, I'm Julie.
So, tell me about the Temple of Life, please.
Oh, the Temple of Life. Oh, sweet, sweet girl. It is beautiful. It is where all of the patrons go and worship life and just bring joy and peace to the world.
Down here as well.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm Mason.
Hi, Mason. Double handshake right back to you.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to big cities like this. This is really pretty.
It is.
But where are your poor?
We don't have poor here.
Oh, good.
So, does that mean everyone's needs are taken care of, or the poor are shown the door?
Everyone has everything they've ever wanted here in the City of Joy.
Oh.
Interesting. Interesting.
Now
Yeah.
you say that sarcastically. I believe it. Like everything. It's like, oh, wow, that's awesome.
And Vet gets 2 more copper pieces.
Oh, I think that we should start heading maybe towards the Temple of Life.
We need proper patience.
The sooner we get out of this town, the better.
Oh, you don't like my town?
People, but Gudrun does not like fake pleasant people.
I'm
Mason
identifying.
can't tell the difference.
Can I roll a perception check really quick?
Yeah,
And
sure.
if they have more money than they're giving me.
Sure.
All right, so it is 13.
13. This is a pretty low check, but how about this? How about Vet, give me another perception check, not for if that's all the money they can give you, but whether these people actually have the wealth that you're seeking. It's a little bit different question, but I'll get to it in a second.
16.
Perfect. Exactly the number I was thinking of. The 16, you notice that they're giving you everything that they have in their pockets, and their linens are clean, they're pressed, but they're frayed, they're worn. Their shoes are not new, their shoes are old. Their fingernails, their hands are scarred, they're worn down. These people that have been handing you money are not people of wealth.
That is going
Do you
to.
know anyone who works at the temple?
Oh, the sages have been there for years. They've never left.
That is going to pull out 100 silver pieces and hand it to someone and just watch their reaction. Can I get do I need to roll insight or?
No, I'll say it. He goes, oh, wonderful. This will go right to the temple. Thank you. And she puts it in her pocket.
Very interesting.
I'm gonna ask this person another question.
Sure.
We were asked to come here
Mhm.
by do you know who this person and who gave us the mission? It was by Lady
Ilkin.
Ilkin.
Ilkin. Ilkin.
I ask, do you know if Lady Ilkin is here?
Oh, the Ilkins, they're so kind, they're so wonderful. They've provided so much for our city and our people. They're so wonderful. They gave us a tavern, they gave us a shop, they gave us a library, they gave us everything.
How late in the day is it?
It's morning because you guys just awoke and then continued on.
I kind of want to check out the temple, at least kind of scope it out.
On the way there, Vet he's not that he's particularly hungry, but Vet is gonna look at like kind of the restaurants and see what sort of foods on offer. And
Should we find a tavern / inn to maybe
Yes.
find a place where we can regroup in this city first?
That sounds
Sure.
great.
Sure. If you guys want to, there is a tavern. I assume that you guys ask people around where the nearest tavern might be, and they gesture to this building. And this building's called the Grand Ilkin Inn, a place of happiness.
Sounds good. That means there's lots of alcohol in there, I'm assuming.
So you walk in, and there's many half-elves, many elves, many humans. Not very many other races. But that's not too surprising with the history of the family Ilkin. And you notice everyone, when you walk in the door, everyone turns to you just like this. Hello, friends. How are you?
Hey,
that is when
Woodrum's
we
gonna
walk
walk up. Woodrum's gonna walk up to the bar and sit down, and call for the bartender to come over.
Hello, how are you?
My party and I have just come from a long journey and would love to rent a room.
Oh, wonderful. You can take the executive suite.
Can you tell me how much the executive suite will cost?
10 silver pieces, please.
Woodrum drops 2 gold pieces.
Thank you. The excess will go to the Temple of Joy.
I have a question for you, friend.
Okay.
When's the last time you had crime or trouble in your city?
Oh, we've never had crime or trouble. Not since the bad times.
How long ago was the bad times?
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Please just show me my room.
It's the only room upstairs. Enjoy.
do we have everyone's attention in the bar?
Oh yeah, everyone's staring at you.
Yeah, we stand out. We stand out like a sore thumb.
Everyone is staring at you, smiling.
Especially
Alright.
Gudrun.
Guys, I'm wanting to see if I can slip away and climb up into the rafters.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. It'll be pretty high because everyone is staring at all of you. There's like 30 sets of eyes staring.
Okay. Not happening. It is a 2 + 6.
Yeah, they defo see you. They're not bothered by you at all. They just watch you as you migrate into the rafters.
Hi, Jaws.
Hello.
Alright, so I'm going to imagine Vet imagines himself being super stealthy, climbing up into the rafters. He's going to go all crunk on it.
You're gonna
Oh, for
see us.
sure.
He's gonna do his own theme song.
For sure.
But once he gets up there, I think he's gonna look around and kind of case the joint a little bit. He wants to look behind the bar, see what sort of money is back there, or what sort of
Sure. How about this? How about you roll me a perception check for the bar? See if you can see what goes into the till.
Great. 11.
11. That's above a 10. It's not hidden. They have no crime. So she opens the till and she takes the 2 gold pieces that Gudrun gave her.
Yeah.
And she puts it in the till, and you notice that there is 1 copper piece sitting, or 1 bronze piece, whatever is the lowest value, sitting inside the till.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop down on the Raptors.
Okay.
I'm expecting. I look around expecting shock, looks of shock and surprise.
Everyone looks at you with the
Fury.
biggest. Everyone looks at you with the biggest grin, like that was amazing.
I'm expecting the shocks of looks of shock and surprise at my sudden reappearance in the realm of visibility, but no, apparently not.
No.
So I'm gonna
Drax.
ask the bartender, do you get many visitors around these parts?
Oh, all the time. We're a bustling community.
People from outside town?
Oh, all the time. We're a bustling community.
Oh.
Michael, you're muted.
Um.
My bad. My bad. Vet is gonna cast message to everyone.
Okay.
And just say we need to go to the temple. Like, there's nothing here. There's something seriously wrong.
We go and drop our stuff in the room.
No. No.
Okay.
Don't leave our don't leave anything.
Okay. I listen to that and I keep my back on.
Mason immediately throws all of his stuff in the room. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding. So you
Hey, so like seriously though, Luke, did you design this town to be like Mason, mirrored back at Mason?
No, definitely not.
Terrible.
So you guys, if I understand the entire party, you guys start heading towards the Temple of Joy.
Yes.
Okay. So the Temple of Joy is maybe a half day's walk outside of the city. The lake is quite huge. It is gigantic.
We take a swim in our way.
When you guys start approaching the temple, you notice something's wrong.
More wrong than it has been?
More of wrong in the normal way.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, good.
This temple
Back to
is not the beautiful state that it has been told to you. This temple looks run down. This temple looks broken. This temple looks abandoned. This temple looks like no one's been there.
I was gonna say, when's the last time someone was at this place that we're walking up to? Like, do we see cobwebs? Do we see?
You see vines and various things slowly overtaking the temple. You can definitely tell that at one point this was a truly beautiful structure. The engravings, the stonework, the interlacing, everything. It at one point you can tell it was amazing, but it is slowly decaying.
But all of the money is being funneled here.
Or is it?
Or is it? We don't see anyone coming in and out?
Oh no, not at all.
Can I do
pathway-
an insight check to see if I can see anything, hear anything, if I've ever heard of this, what this looks like.
I'll say, yeah, you can give an insight to see if you've heard of the Temple of Joy. Perception check to see if you see anything.
No, it's a 7.
Looks like a giant building. Do you guys approach the temple at all, or do you guys kind of hang back, or what do you want to do?
I'm curious about the Ilkin house.
Yeah, I was
Like
about to
what
say,
that
I
place
would
is like.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd like to see that first.
perfectly fine. Where is it?
Good question.
Probably, I would guess in the center of town. Question mark?
It's quite possible. I mean, only one way to find out. You could always
I'm
ask
drawing a blank.
somebody. You could always ask somebody.
There's no one around except for us.
Yeah, and you just walked a half day's journey outside of town.
Yeah,
Ah.
we're here already at the temple.
Well, we're
I
at
think-
the temple, yeah.
Gudrun walks to the door and knocks. Gudrun's not afraid of much.
Okay. So before you walk up to the actual door of the temple and go banging on it, or maybe because you do bang on it. Let's say, yeah, let's go with that. That sounds more narratively pleasing. So you bang on it, and this door sounds like solid stone. And as you bang on it, cobwebs, vines, things kind of fall off the door and fluff off the door. And you see, and Gudrun, being as tall as he is, catches a quite a good cough. You look at this door, and there are 3 indents in the door, and 6 stones on the face. Almost like runes. There's 6 of them, covered in dust, dirt, grime, and other plant life that has grown on this door.
So these stones match runes.
The stones are runes. The indents in the door are just smooth. There's not really any markings or anything along those lines. But there's 6 stones that are covered in dust, dirt, and grime.
Gudrun sweeps the stones.
So trying to clean them off, kind of? Perfect. So when you do that, you see that there are 6 different colors. The colors are red, black, white, blue, yellow, and green.
Mason likes the color green, so he's going to pick up the green stone.
Well, can I do a history check first?
Sure.
That was a nat 20. So I'm going to get straight with that.
You often know that many of these buildings are protected by puzzles and things along those lines that are hidden amongst whatever tribes are ruling that building or that temple or that nation.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up the green stone, and I'm going to try to put it in this center indent.
It seems to fit fine.
Do we recognize the runes as
Okay.
saying anything, or is it just
It's just kind of it's more color based than any kind of markings. There's like generic markings on them, but you kind of gather that it's more the color.
Okay, so I'm curious about the combination red, green, and blue.
Okay.
If I was to do it, I would put it in that order.
Okay.
All right.
I can reach. I put them in that order. Red, green, blue. It's pretty.
So you kind of almost hear this slight rumbling, and the door raises maybe an inch and then shuts.
Okay.
I'm going to take
Right.
out the red stone and put in the black stone.
Very much a similar reaction.
But this time when the door opens up, I try to get my fingers under it to grab it, to get Vet inside.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Do I have advantage on strength checks?
only
Ooh,
fear?
I can help with
raging.
that.
Only if you're
Okay.
raging.
Yeah, that was...
I can help with that.
How would you help, Miss Sturdy?
I can give you a ration that will give you advantage on strength checks.
Oh, cool.
Go for it.
Yes. Yes, it is called
Okay.
I have it written on my phone, but I also have it on paper. Here is a fortifying ration. You will have advantage on Constitution, dexterity and strength saving throws and checks.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception check on Luke. It was a nat 20. I think this is a puzzle. Speedrunning it may not work.
What'd you get on your
Wait,
strength
hold on.
check?
I rolled a 20 on my strength check.
Perfect. It smashes your fingers and you take 3 damage.
Okay.
It's a puzzle. We gotta figure it out.
Okay, so we tried the primary colors. The red, green, and blue are primary colors. Let's try the other 3.
You guys, Gudrun
Red,
runs to the
yellow,
cold water and
blue.
puts his smashed fingers in. It hurts.
One at a time. What did Michael say?
Red, yellow, blue are the primary.
Red, yellow, blue.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna try that combination?
I know a great song about primary colors.
Yeah.
Perfect. So,
Right.
A very similar reaction. Door raises maybe an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch. Gudrun again tries and fails, and the door slams shut. Why don't you go for it? Tell me what you're thinking, Michael.
That's gonna just kind of climb up around the frame of the door. He's gonna look to see if there's any cracks he can slip through.
Most definitely not.
Okay.
How about black, white, and red?
Again, very similar reaction. Door opens and then slams shut. I have one thing. Zan,
Yes.
can you roll me, let's say, a history check for me? No, you're not the greatest
Okay.
at it, but we're trying something.
Okay.
Come on, Zan.
10.
10. Okay, so this is something that I'm trying to get you to remember something from maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. The name of this temple is the Temple of Life.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay,
I
so-
tried going with the colors of the light and the first culturally recognized colors, so I'm not sure here.
So
The
I'll
colors
list.
of the sun.
So I'll list the colors one more time.
Can you hand me
Yellow,
again?
green, blue.
They are white, blue, green, black, yellow, red.
White, blue, green, black.
So Beth's gonna try yellow, green, blue, really quick.
Does not work.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Temple of
And when we
Life or
have
light?
one of the stones that matches,
Life. The Temple of Life.
we're gonna start with the green.
Okay.
Green's up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say red should go in there.
Did you do all of it?
Yes, I did.
Green, red.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Ready to put the novels in?
I'm gonna definitely green and blue. And maybe
Let's try green, blue, white.
What was that?
Green, blue,
Green,
white.
blue, white.
Green, blue, white. The runes sink into the door and raise up and open the Temple of Life.
Yeah.
Just a hint, peek behind the curtain, the 3 colors of life. Air, white, water, blue, forest, green.
I figured green and blue for sure. White threw me off.
Very much so. Do you guys step inside the temple?
We do, but before we do, I look at my compatriots and I say, we better be careful. We don't know what we'll find. And I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of them. It's a concentration spell. It lasts an hour, and all of us are getting Everyone within 30 feet of me gets a +10 to stealth checks and can't be tracked non-magically.
Oh,
Absolutely beautiful.
That's gonna take the lead.
Very cool.
The most wackless one taking the lead. Perfect.
Boozrum takes up the back.
So when you guys walk in, the temple is dark, stagnant, cold. Like no one's been inside this building for years.
Smells stale.
How about one of you give me a perception check real quick, like?
Who's the best perception in the party?
Not me.
2 minus 1.
I got a +3 on my perception.
Gudrun, do your glasses help?
Ooh.
13 for me.
I have 2 different glasses.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I think the eagle-eye ones.
Okay, this is just. Well, I've never taken them off, from what I remember. But I have the eyes of the eagle,
Okay.
so I get advantage on wisdom or perception checks that rely on sight.
All right. If you say that you wear those ones the majority of the time, and you want to switch to the other spectacles, I'll say it takes an entire action for you to switch to those spectacles, but you can if you would like.
Okay, that sounds good.
Here's my impression of Gudrun.
Yeah, so I've got my eyes of the eagle on,
Okay.
and I've got advantage. That was a 5. That was a 7. So I get plus 3. So it's a 10 or a 8.
Alyssa rolled a
Okay.
13, so
Yeah. So sturdy. When you walk through, following Vet, you notice that there are footprints of someone who's gone through here, but you don't know who. But at one point,
So
it appears someone did in recent time.
So they were able to get in without using the door.
They were able to get in using the door, but there's a possibility that by the way, when you step through, door shuts. It seems to be
Yeah.
you can exit easy, but getting in is difficult. Do you guys continue down, or do you guys actually, sorry, I apologize, I have misread, because this hallway that you see is only maybe 10-15 feet long, and you step into an open, like almost cathedral. It appears to be where different what's the word I'm looking for,
right?
shrines is the word I'm
Okay.
looking for, of different elements. Almost, it appears that there's a shrine for each element, and then a fourth one in the corner.
So the elements being earth, wind, and fire.
Water, heart.
Love.
Captain Planet.
What elements are we dealing with here?
Come on, it's not gonna be bismuth. It's gonna be something.
Love.
It could be the elements that you use to get inside the building too. Just a hint there.
I'm gonna try to find the one that seems to have the markings that indicate Earth.
Find the green one.
Okay. Are you gonna roll any kind of check, any kind of anything
Yeah.
before you do that?
I'm going to roll.
Perception, probably.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna roll a 17 minus 1 perception stat because there were footprints that Sturdy found. Where did they go?
So, are you rolling perception on the footprints or on all the shrines?
I want to roll perception on the footprints because I don't know where they went. We saw them there, but I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I just kind of glossed over that.
Okay, so the footprints seem to go to each shrine, and then go to or each of the three shrines in the corners, and then they all seem to kind of huddle to the fourth one, and it appears to be multiple sets of footprints.
So each of them went to a shrine.
Yep.
And then they all had to come together for the fourth shrine.
Apparently.
Okay.
I walked to the air shrine.
What was that?
I walked to the air shrine.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Dexterity 19.
19.
18.
18. Very good. So you walk up to this shrine, and you step up towards it, but as you step up, you feel the ground beneath you shift, and you jump backwards in time before a gust of wind blasts and slams nothing against the wall. But as you stand there, this wind begins to circle and swirl. Roll initiative.
Mm.
15.
Oh my goodness.
I got a 19.
Okay.
1.
1. All right. Michael,
12.
12. And Sturdy.
So I'm kind of an idiot. When you roll initiative, is it just a straight number or do you add your dex?
You had your initiative.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So that would be a 4.
4. Right on,
Oh, wait.
sister.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're okay.
I'm an idiot as well. So I'm
Nah.
4.
All right. So I'm guessing Zan has a higher dex than Sturdy if she rolled a 1 and then got a 4. So that's probably plus 3.
Yep.
Let's
You're all-
roll for this. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. It's not too bad though. All right.
Okay.
So this swirling wind almost appears ghoulish, but in essence isn't. The top of the order is going to be Mason.
So it's some sort of like wind creature. And it does certainly seem hostile.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to go ahead and just take a swing at it. Wing my shovel at it.
Why not?
I rolled a 12 plus 5. That's a 17.
Defo hits.
And sorry, melee weapons. I don't usually use them. You roll and then you add your strength, right?
Strength,
If they're
unless it's a versatile weapon, and then it can add your dex. And I believe that's how that works. And then your proficiency if you're proficient with the weapon, which Mason, I would say, is proficient with a shovel.
Yeah, no, it's just a reskinned mace, which is one of the things that I am proficient with. So I rolled a 1, then I add my proficiency and my strength. So that's 1 plus 5.
Proficiency does not get added to damage. Proficiency only is
Just the strength mod.
Just the strength modifier, not the proficiency.
Perfect. In that case, it is 1 plus 3, so that's 4.
4 damage. Okie dokie. All right. Is that your entire turn?
Yes.
All right. Next in the order is Gudrum, the pacifist. Kinda.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here. I guess I just see wind. So Gudrum is just going to swing his walking stick through it to see if it does anything.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Gudrum spins his stick in the opposite direction that the gust of wind is spinning to see if he can make it die down a bit.
Okay. Go
I don't-
ahead and just
Dex? I don't know if that's like Dex or if that's going to be
roll an attack and see what happens.
okay. I rolled a 13 straight, just a straight 13. I don't know what I need to add to it or anything, but it's a 13.
Your strength modifier.
Okay,
And
strength
your
is plus
proficiency
4.
bonus.
So, oh. 17 plus.
Should be
I don't
2.
know. What my... Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. 19.
I think it's 2, right, Michael? It's 2, right? Yeah, it's 2. It's 19. Yeah, 19 hits. Your swirly move does not do anything, but you still hit. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Let's see, that would be an arm strike, right? So I roll a d6.
No, that is still with your quarterstaff, your walking stick. So if you want to use your unarmed strike, you have to say you're going to punch said item or unarmed strike said item. If you're going to use your if you're going to use your walking stick, you need to use your walking stick.
It's a 1d6.
Okay. Plus your strength.
Plus 2 bludgeoning.
Okay.
So that's a 5.
Okie dokie. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next in the order is Vet. You're muted still.
Transfer you guys. Vet is gonna reach into his bag and pull out 2 fuzzies.
Okay. Is that an action to do that?
Bonus action.
Perfect.
That. Okay, cool. Very fun. I get a tiger and a baboon.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run up and attack with the 2 of them. With the baboon, I'm gonna have the tiger run back a little bit, get some distance, and then run forward.
Okay. You're definitely close. You're definitely close enough to have the range of a tiger. I mean, you're only 10 or so, 15 feet away from this, so it has enough room to run back.
I want the tiger to have at least 20 feet.
Ooh. Let me see here. Yeah, it's got enough room. Just barely.
Okay. So I'll start with the I guess the tiger. It's gonna run forward and see. Yeah, it rolls in that one. It's not happening. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
But myself and them, I'm gonna have the baboon run up with me. That's 2 not ones in a row, but I get to roll at advantage. All right, so I think the baboon's probably gonna miss. I just rolled a 12.
12 meets it. It beats it.
Oh, nice. So it does 2 piercing damage.
Piercing. Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna make my attack.
Yep.
Alright, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to assume 19 plus
Yeah, it hits.
to hit. 6. That is that's 8 radiant damage.
Radiant. Very cool. Very
And
cool.
that's my turn.
That is your turn. Very, very cool. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. Um, so next in the order is the air elemental's turn. It's going to attack. First attack's going to go at Vet because it ran up and smacked him. Yeah, that hits 24 to hit.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. The hit on this is going to be this dice. 4 damage to you.
Ouch.
We just see what
And then the second attack is going to go at your baboon.
Oh no.
Nothing.
21 to hit.
That will. Yeah, that'll hit it. That'll just kill it.
Will it? Oh yeah, because it can only do like minimum is 3 damage.
Yeah. That's life.
All right. That is its entire turn. Next in the order is going to be Zan.
Oh,
Zan just goes, "Hey, dude, let's party."
Zan's going to chuck a cloud of daggers.
Ooh,
Weirdo.
wicked.
Sorry.
What does it have to do?
Hang on, sorry, I had it up and then I went out of it.
Okay.
Fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side,
No, you don't.
centered on a point you choose within range. So the range is 60 feet. So
Does it have to make a
creature,
saving throw?
it just says a creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay. So
So,
it doesn't get a deck save of any kind?
nope. I'm just
Alright.
throwing daggers at it. Oh wait.
Or is there a ranged
It
spell
does
attack? or
dex
anything
save
like
at the start of its turn.
that? Yeah.
Because we did this one last time, and I don't remember it.
Yeah, it requires a dex save at the start of his turn, I think.
Start of his turn? Okay.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, because mine
Hmm.
doesn't say anything. My
Mm.
thing here doesn't say anything about it, so
Gotcha. No worries. That's totally cool. Is that your entire turn, or you have another action or a bonus action or anything like that?
no, that's it.
Okay.
No,
Sturdy-
actually, you're
No.
completely right. Also, there's no save.
perfect.
As long as the creature, as soon as it starts its turn there or ends its turn in there, it's gonna take damage.
Bummer. Sturdy, go ahead and take your turn.
All right. Can I sharpen my blade with the white hot white stone as a
Oh,
bonus
for-
action?
Oh, for sure.
Did you
Why
want
not?
to know what the damage was, or
It's not his turn yet, so
Okay.
I'm guessing it would be when he enters.
Maybe.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, because it is when it enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there. So it did enter it for the first time. So yeah, go ahead and roll your 4d4 slashing damage.
9.
9. What are you shaking your head
What?
for now, Michael?
What, Michael?
He can't leave him the
It
hell
would be
alone.
like if it. That would be if it were to try to walk through the
Alright, yeah, purple.
like if it tried to get past it.
Gotcha.
It hasn't entered the area.
Well, if she started
So-
the area, I won't lie. If she starts it, she said she's directed it on the creature. It is automatically entering that field
Yeah.
at that point. So I will have it take the damage at that point, and then when
Do I
it
need to make-
starts its turn and tries to move through, it'll take it again.
Do I need to make a save? That
Depends on I'm assuming
Oh,
is last
yeah,
time she
sorry.
last time she had thrown it above you. I'm going to say she didn't do that this time, but I will say that for a PC, you will need to make a dex save on the start of your turn. I think that's fairly fair because you guys do fight together, yada, yada, yada. So I'll give Vet the opportunity, or a PC to make the opportunity for a dex saving throw.
Sorry, I forgot you were there.
It's pretty easy to forget. And Alyssa or Sturdy, go ahead and do your thing.
All right. I'm sharpening my barbecue fork with the white hot whetstone.
Perfect.
And let's see what happens as far as that was a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Okay.
Well,
So
I'm with friends
D8
right now.
is pyramids ass to ass. So that would be 6, and then my fire damage. Hold up, I have it written down. A D4.
Mhm.
That would be 7 total.
7 total. Right on. Let me
Yep.
count this up. Do. All right. Top of the order goes to Gudrum.
No,
or
it goes to Mason.
Sorry, Mason. My apologies, Mason.
So, Cloud of Daggers, as much as I love the Cage of Daggers combo that we pulled last time, I'm looking at Wind and I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to pen it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bonus action and I'm going to cast Magic Stone. 3 stones appear in I grab 3 stones. They're magical now. The stones you have, Gudrum, are no longer magical.
Okay.
Would you like any? I could give you a few if you want. Okay. And
Okay.
I'm just going to use my sling and woo, going to whip one of those stones at this dude.
No.
Go
That's
ahead.
a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Magic Stone does 1d6. That's a 3 plus my spell attack modifier 4. So that's 7 damage.
10
Bludgeoning.
damage. So as you hit this creature, you notice one of those stones pass through and hit something solid in the core. And as this happens, it glows white and falls to dust on the ground. When this happens, that spire or that I just lost what I called it.
Gust
Brian?
of wind.
No, the stinking the shrine. That's what we're looking for. Shrine slides into the ground. When it slides into the ground, a door opens up behind it.
So there's a stone that was inside this air elemental. Can I pick up that stone and have a look at it?
Yes, you can.
I would love that. I'm looking at it. It's a 12 minus 1.
No, I was gonna say this, Mason. This was a very niche thing because you are a stone individual. If it involves checks with stones, I'm gonna give you advantage on this. This is something that I thought makes sense because you are literally a stone genasi.
That'd be a 15 minus 1.
Good enough. So you notice this stone is white and roughly the same size and shape as the rune that was on the outside of the door to get inside the temple.
Mommy, do you need oven?
Gudrum,
Look at that.
can you roll me a perception check?
Oh, do you want to have amoeba or Nutrigrain?
16.
16. That door that opened behind it, there are candles lit inside of that room. And there appears to be a table with stacks and stacks and stacks of scrolls and books.
Let's go.
Gudrum is very intrigued and walks right through the door. That's like his kryptonite, his bread and butter. So he walks right towards the scrolls because he loves learning.
Does Gudrum appreciate the smell of bookshops?
Yes. He grew up in a library. What do you think?
Very
Smells
true.
like home.
Gudrum, you sit down and you begin poring over these notes. And so, as you guys have finished and defeated this air elemental, Gudrum decides to go into the library that was behind the air elemental shrine and study. That is where he will be staying on the
What a
rest of
nerd.
our party's journey. Definitely what a nerd.
I want to see Sky doing more like the hood.
Pushing up his glasses. What do the
None
rest of
us
you
wear
do?
Glasses.
Well, if Gudrum's going to be doing that, and we can see the other shrines. So there was the three shrines that one set of footprints went to each. I say all of us go to those, because I'm betting the one that they all four went to at the same time. That's probably going to be the hardest one to beat. So, where does one set of footprints go to a shrine? Is it the fire or earth?
So
Water.
I guess I didn't quite explain this enough. The footprints all move in a pack almost. They move to one shrine, and then they move to one shrine, and then they move to one shrine, and then they move to one shrine.
Well, in that case, we just got to move to another shrine, I think.
Boss rush.
Alright.
Alright, now I'm gonna put them into groups.
So what do you
Cool.
do?
Orange one.
God, I hate the water one, but let's do the water one.
Do the water one. Why do you
Yeah,
hate the
don't
water
you know-
one so much?
Because water is super effective against rock.
Yellow.
Alright,
Apparently.
I'm a triangle.
All right. So
Is there-
what are you
Is
doing?
there some way I can activate this shrine with Mage Hand?
How would you activate the shrine?
Like,
Yeah.
after
Dude.
watching how good walked up to the air one,
Next.
Bet's gonna use Mage Hand just like slap in the ground in front of the shrine as he goes.
You can slap with about 10 pounds of force with Mage Hand. So let's see here. Let's see if you activate it.
I'll run
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you activate. Which shrine did you go to?
We go to the water one.
Yeah,
That's right, water one.
Gotta bite the bullet.
now red.
Okay. So you guys, again, this pressure plate slips down and this rush of water comes crashing down from the ceiling onto where someone would have been standing on the pedestal. And this water oozes and flows and forms into a humanoid looking creature. Roll initiative again, because I accidentally erased it.
Maybe I won't get a garbage roll this time.
Yeah.
Less garbage.
5.
Um,
I got one more than I did last time.
I got a 16.
What'd you get, Sturdy?
10.
No, you
10.
didn't.
13.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
13. It was 13.
Vet, what'd
I
you
knew
get?
it was 13. I just said 10.
I got 19.
Wow. Speedy boy.
Get purple.
All right. Vet, you are in the top of the order.
First things first, I'm gonna have my tiger back up a little bit. Make sure he gets 20 feet of motion.
This is kind of an oddly shaped room. I'm going to check really quick to make sure he has room. He's rolling good. He does have room.
All right, cool. And I'm
I
gonna
got
have
hot dice.
roll forward, run forward, and try to attack.
Okay.
He got a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
I got one.
I'm gonna run forward and attack.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Defo hits.
So that's 10 points of radiant damage,
Very cool.
and you're gonna use my bonus action to attack it again.
Okay.
So 24 to hit,
It hits.
and another 10 points.
Now, with your bonus attack, unarmed strike, I believe, doesn't that use your offhand, so you would not add your modifiers to the second damage?
As a monk, I believe so.
Monk, I believe, unarmed strike. I could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But I thought unarmed strike... No, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Just remembered. You are correct. I'm thinking of another class. My apologies. Because you get fancy unarmed strike at second level. That's right.
Yeah. And also my lightsaber counts as a free hand for the case of like unarmed strikes or deflect missile.
Perfect. Then next is actually Mason with a super heavy duty roll.
Your turn.
Mason's had good luck with initiative rolls. I don't think I've ever rolled less than a 16. And this is just gonna be the same. I have 2 more magic stones. I'm just gonna wing it at it with my sling. I'm gonna roll myself in 18 plus. Yeah, that I'm sure that hits.
It
18
hits.
plus 4.
Yeah, it hits.
And the damage on that's gonna be 1d6. That's a 2. Plus my spellcasting ability is 4, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage, and that is magical, correct? Because it's the stones. The stones are magical.
The stones are magical, but they just say that it's just bludgeoning damage. It doesn't say anything about it overcoming resistance.
Okie dokie. Sturdy, my girl. Let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna use the white hot wet stone and do a pokey hit on him. Let's see if that is accomplished. 14.
Hits.
All right. So that would be 7 piercing and 2 burning.
Hold on a second.
9 total.
You rolled a 6?
What?
What's your dex?
Sorry, I thought I rolled a 7. So 6. So that would be 9 piercing and 2 fire.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Problem.
I just want to make sure you're adding your dex to your attack damage.
Thank you.
Next in the order is the water elemental's turn.
So it's just kind of flying by.
It's going to... You know what? Let's get froggy. It's going to use its whelm ability. Let's see. So you have Sturdy, Vet, and the Tiger in its little bubble. So I need you guys to make a strength saving throw for me, pretty please. Michael is muted.
18.
Back 14.
So Alyssa passes
Yeah, go ahead.
and Vet fails.
Okay, Tiger fails too.
Okay. You are smaller than large, correct, Vet?
Yep.
Yeah.
My Tiger is large, so
Perfect.
that
So
changes the-
you both take 13 damage.
Oof.
And you're both grappled. And you're restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water.
I cannot.
And that'll be it for his turn.
Pretty good turn.
And then it is Zan.
Yo. I am going to try out my new lyre
Ooh.
and do. I don't know if this is going to work on this particular creature, but it should. Do Devil's Grin. So it's basically just casting hideous laughter.
Okay.
The range is increased by 30 feet. That's the only difference. So a creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated.
All right.
So,
you know
Zan,
what?
what does that laughter sound like?
It would be all warbly coming from the. A creature with intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected.
Okay. His intelligence score is real low.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's a -3 intelligence
Oh,
to
what?
his modifier.
Dang
So, not affected, I'm guessing.
He's a big dummy.
Big dummy. Dang it.
He is
Oh, well.
big dummy.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Mhm.
Is that your turn, or do you have anything else?
Yeah. Nah. That'll do.
All right. Top of the order will be Vet. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, pretty please.
Come on, get that proficiency working for you.
And you're muted.
Not happening.
Gotcha.
I got a 10.
Got 10. Yeah, that does not quite make it. Nothing happens to you on your turn. What's your Constitution modifier, by the way?
It is a 0.
Perfect. Okay, so you're not going to get hurt too bad right now. But if this goes on for a long time, you might.
Is there anything I can do inside of it? Am I inside of it, or am I inside of the bubble outside of it?
You're inside of it, grappled.
Okay. But I could attack. Yeah.
Could attack with disadvantage. I mean, you are grappled, like it is choke holding you underwater.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna attack, of course.
Yep. Might as well.
And that disadvantage should be canceled out by my advantage.
Yeah, just roll it straight up. Unless your tiger died. Did your tiger die with that 13 damage?
Tiger did not die with that 13 damage. My tiger's looking a lot healthier than I am.
Gotcha. Very cool.
How are you getting advantage?
Pack tactics.
Linky Malinky.
Pack tactics.
Yes.
I basically pack tactics
You
perpetually.
got pack tactics and cantrips from your kobold class?
Yes.
Huh.
Pretty cool. What did you roll?
No. Okay. I doubt it's gonna do much. 9 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
How a lightsaber in underwater misses, I don't understand, but
I don't understand it either, but that's what I gotta go with.
No, it's just though you are not.
So yeah. Mason, go ahead and take your turn. Unless you have a bonus action, Michael, which I don't think you do. Do you?
yeah, I do. I can attack again.
Do it.
Wow.
And it won't make a difference. Yep. 11.
Nope, misses. Go ahead and take your turn, Mason.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, Mason is suffocating because he's basically trapped and wrapped up in water.
Vet.
He had yellow.
Vet is wrapped up in water.
Mm-hmm.
Waggling
If
tail.
I spend my turn to throw a pillar lance through the water onto Mason, Could I push him out of the water? Just
You were cheeky.
raise him up? Be like an archipelago.
He chased after me.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll put it this way. If you beat his AC, you do damage to him. If you beat his AC by more than 4, you push him through and do half damage to him. That's your choice.
Let's roll up some pillar damage.
Michael's just sitting there just like,
It's not gonna wait. I do damage to vet, or I do damage
you do damage to Vet and the Elemental.
that. I'm not gonna do then. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and sling another magic stone.
Like, if you violently push a pillar through this water and Elemental, there's no way you're not going to hurt Vet.
Okay. Magic stone it is then. Ooh. Nat 1.
Oh, do I have that pulled up right now? I need you to roll me another d20, please, and thank you.
I'd still hurt Vet.
With pleasure. 17.
Ooh, 17 actually. Let's double check here real quick. I have this right here.
Aligning.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
She's
Oh.
So 17 through 20.
well, I'm all.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Don't you know how good my wisdom is?
Real good.
That's going to be a 4 minus 1.
I should fall
Oof.
over.
Oof.
Oof. So, Mason, you are now frightened
She was,
Yeah.
and she
of your
was
opponent, and you have the frightened condition on you.
Do I have to take that movement now?
alive.
I don't think frightened is the same as fear. I don't believe. Let me double check that really
Yeah,
quick.
Because I didn't move, so like I do have movement if I wanted to move, but
you can't move toward your opponent. You're the target.
Yeah,
You're frightened
you
still.
can't. Yeah, you
you
can't
also have to
move
flee your
willingly
opponent, don't
closer.
you?
No, you. That's special for that particular attack. You cannot move willingly closer to the opponent, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Well, that target. Right.
Yeah, while that target is in sight. Next or do you have anything else you can do?
That will be my turn.
Okay, cool. Next in the order is Sturdy, and the only reason he did that is because he rolled a nat 1. Remember, I told you guys in Invading I'm going to slowly start implementing nat 1 fumble tables. So that's what the second d20 he rolled was whatever it pops up is whatever happens. And he had to make the save. He missed the save. Sturdy, do your thing.
Okay.
What's the
Yes.
matter?
she got a clock.
She got a clock.
All right. So those are in action.
Was at the top.
Okay, so I'd like to do my first action to try to get Vet out of the water. Maybe like try to scoop him out with my frying pan shield.
Okay.
What's the
All right.
about-
So would that be a dex?
How about we do... Yeah, why not? Let's do a dex check and say you have to beat a
bad? She was bad.
14 to get him out.
Time.
That would be a 22.
And
Vet gets ripped out of the elemental. Very
And
nicely
I'm
done.
going to action surge and give Vet a ration. Give me a second here.
You are so terrible.
What?
Oh, you're nice.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a healing ration. Roll a d6 and add your fighter level.
You roll a d6 and add your fighter level.
Oh,
Silly goose.
well, we're all level 3. So heal for 6 points.
Yes. Thank you.
That is a super good ration. That was... I like that. Actually, you know what? I like that so much. Ferdy, take a point of inspiration for me, please!
Woo!
I love that play. That was awesome.
Oh
Um,
man.
So next in the order is the water elemental, unfortunately. Let's take a quick roll and see if he recharges. He does not, but his whelm is still active on the tiger. Did not get pulled out, only Vet did. So I need the tiger to make another strength saving throw, please, and thank you.
Ooh, that might do it actually. 19.
Defo gets out. Very nicely done.
Yay!
Just put under your XP.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait 1 second.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, I misread this. It still escapes, but it does take 13 points of damage
Ow.
because
Specify.
the damage takes effect at the start of the turn, and the escape happens at the end of the turn.
Oh, okay.
That's why that happens. Okay.
It's in other words, it's super good that you got Vet out when you did.
Very much so. And that is that's just the passive ability of Whelm. That isn't anything that happens special. Actually, I'm going to say that took his entire thing because he was trying to hold on to that tiger the whole time. But it did not recharge, so he can't do it again. I'm going to say he gets only one of his attacks, not two. He's going to make one swing at eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. Vet's the closest, so you're muted.
The tiger escaped.
Tiger did escape. The tiger did escape. He only rolled a 12, so I think you're safe.
That will miss.
Very
That
cool.
is not again.
No, thank you, Mr. Water Monster. No, thank you.
That was not seed water. You got paid in that.
And then that's his turn. Zan, it is your turn.
Okay. I have a question before
Yes.
I do anything. So what kind of creature is it? Is it
It's a water elemental.
no, but because I've got something that works on celestial or humanoid creatures.
Not one of those.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
It is a large elemental.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that Vet is out then, because everything else I have is
Everything
going
else
to hurt
hits.
anyone.
And if you're grappled, all ability checks are at disadvantage, so that's not good.
So where is everybody at the
So
how
Vet's
far away
about
from the creek?
5 foot, Sturdy's 5 foot, Mason's say 15 foot, and you're 15 foot. So you have your two up in fronters and then two in the back.
Okay.
And then the tiger is also kind of up in the mix as well.
Okay. Well, I might not do that one because I don't want to hurt anyone again. I might just chuck some more daggers at it, like I did with the last one. That seemed to be
effective.
okay.
Was effective. Go ahead and do it up.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. You just roll it.
Can you just roll out that damage?
9 again.
9 damage. Very cool.
Doesn't seem to be done. Does.
Any bonus actions or anything?
No.
Okie dokie.
I'm done.
Top of the order, Vet. You are free. You are willing, ready, and able to do whatever you want to do, and you're still muted.
I know. Yeah, Vet's irritated. So he's going.
Why?
He's gonna. First of all, he's gonna have the tiger attempt to attack again.
Okay.
The tiger has 40 feet of movement speed, so it's gonna run back 20 feet, turn around, and then race back at the elemental.
I hope this lands because I want to see what this tiger's been trying to do.
If the tiger runs away, it's going to take an opportunity attack.
You want?
Yeah. It'll run.
Let's see what happens. 13 plus.
Hit.
Yeah, so dirty 20. It only take. Hate it when it doesn't give me the averages. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 damage.
Okay.
All it took. It is 20 feet away from it now.
Yep. Tiger is gonna race back at it. And miss.
That
I'm
sucks.
really questioning the dice. Red's gonna race at it. Miss twice for his attacks. Changing my dice around. You are in timeout.
I was gonna say, this isn't dice jail. Those are in dice jail.
And okay, there we go. 22 to hit.
Hits.
9 points of radiant.
Ooh, very nice. It is definitely bloodied.
Burn a key point. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Very cool.
Nat 20.
Beautiful. Max damage,
Yes.
roll 1.
So that's let's see, that's 6 plus 6, 12.
Math is hard.
Is it still up?
Wow. It is barely up. It is keys in the door.
All right, cool. I get a second. If I can flurry of blows. Another nat 20. Oh,
There you
I like
go.
this.
Very nice.
I'm going to. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that you can't. Can you do less than 4 damage?
No.
Yep. As you karate chop through this this water elemental, it turns into just a puddle in the ground, literally, and all that's left standing is a beautiful polished blue stone.
The stone peed.
The vet's gonna pick up the stone. He's salty. He's.
And this freaking, oh, come on, behave yourself. There we go. Sorry. This shrine slides in the ground, and behind it opens another door with a whole nother table, a whole nother set of tomes, a whole nother set of notes. So you can imagine that Gundrum is a pig in literal.
Yeah. Vet, just walk back to the other chamber and stick his head in, like, hey, Gudrum. We got another one.
And Gudrum, in a rare show of emotion, goes, ooh, and then turns back to his books and keeps going. Congratulations, you are not in combat at this exact moment. There is one shrine left. Besides,
Can I just say that I love how the story made it so that Mason was afraid of the water? That's absolutely consistent with my character up till now. It's so perfect.
trust me, it'll get better.
Good.
I'm gonna need to take a rest or something because I'm even with that healing, I'm really good.
How about this? Roll me a perception check, someone.
I'll do it. I shouldn't have done it. I got a 6.
Do you want to try it, Sturdy? Do you want to try it, Sturdy?
Let me see. I got 18 plus 3, 21.
Beautiful. So you notice there's one thing different about these tracks. All the other tracks seem to have stumbled right on to the base of the shrine. The third shrine, the set of tracks go around the shrine and appear to go to the back.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to go up there, go around to the back, and activate the shrine.
You're just going to activate it? You're not going to look at the back of it?
What? Yes, I will look.
Cool. Just you're level 3. I'm going to give you 1. On the back, you see a dust-covered, dirty, grimy rock.
Neat.
I'm gonna give it the old spit and polish. Pick it up, give it the old spit and polish.
You see that it is a very beautiful emerald green gem. Or rune. Stone, sorry.
I'm
Stone.
looking for the XP though.
Ooh,
What do you do?
cool. I am gonna take it with me
When you
and
take it,
go back
the
and show the others. I like, hey.
when you take it, that shrine slides into the ground and a third door opens with more tomes and letters and books.
Excellent.
Now, Sturdy's not the book learning type, but would there be anything of value to her in these rooms?
You could look. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 12.
12. You see 5 lesser healing potions in there, in one of the drawers.
All right. Prezzies! I distribute it around to everyone.
Perfect.
Yay!
So
I
how much
believe-
do lesser healing for?
I think lesser
1d4.
healing? Yeah, 1d4 plus 2, but we'll just call it 6. I don't like rolling for health potions, just whatever the max is of it, because that just makes more sense. Because you
Okay.
don't take a health potion and roll a nat 1, and then you got 2. Like, no,
But then
just...
mark it down in my inventory. I'm just gonna take that now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
and then
I can also give you a crunchy cookie, Vet. I'm gonna roll you a d4.
I was just about to take a short rest, but that might top me up.
Yeah, if you want to take a short rest and use some of your hit die, you could totally do that.
Okay.
If you're gonna take a short rest, we could even have some music.
We could.
Maybe some inspiring music.
Maybe.
If that's what you guys wish to do.
Yes.
So you guys sit and take a good 30-minute breather after battling 2 elementals and then figuring out the puzzle at the very end for the third elemental.
Yeah.
As it seems to appear whoever came before you did the same. Left in the final corner is the 4th spire. Or shrine. Sorry, I keep calling it a spire. It's a shrine. Does anyone want to roll me a perception check on that shrine?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. With that nat 20, you see that there are 3 slots in this shrine. Roughly the same size as the 3 stones that you found.
I give my stone to Mason.
I'm gonna put my stone in place with Mage Hand. I'm staying back.
I see Ved do that, and it's like, give him the stones.
Perfect. As you do this, that shrine lowers into the ground, and behind it, a door opens. But it's not a door to a library. The door to a stairwell. leading deeper into the temple.
Did Mason get
Up
hit?
or down? Or both?
Down.
Mason, did you actually get hit with something?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering if your concentration thing was still up.
Yeah, I haven't cast any other concentration spells, and I have not been hit. Lasts for an hour. Oh, although we did take a short rest, so
It would have only been like a 15. Oh, I guess that's DM's call.
It'd only be like a 20-minute fight. Like it was, like you guys hit it hard and fast. Also, just for flavor, every time one of those shrines went down, it glowed whatever energy the elemental was. When the final elemental came down, or when the final shrine came down, it glowed a faint purple hue.
Weeple.
Weeple.
So how long did our short rest last, DM?
Like 30 minutes, half hour.
So I may have Pass Without Trace going on for another 10 minutes, guys.
Can Vet scout down the hall, down the stairs a bit?
Sure. Totally fine.
No. Not well.
It looks like there's some stairs that... Was that?
So I rolled a 17 for stealth.
Perfect. You very sneakily notice that there are some stairs going down.
Okay.
For a little ways. They're not a short set of stairs. It's a decent... You can see the other side where there's light, but it's probably a good 5-10 minute walk down the stairs.
I follow the lizard.
Let's go, boys.
Vet's gonna pop his head into the chamber with Gudrun and like,
And you just get one of them.
And Gudrun just waves you off as he keeps reading and goes, and switches over to his reading spectacles and continues on. Because Gudrun has found his true love, which is books.
Yeah.
So do you guys continue down this staircase?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. So you guys mosey your way down this staircase for probably a good 5-10 minutes, and it is getting kind of awkward how long it's taking. Like, you guys are kind of looking at each other like, you start out all sneaky in the first probably 5 minutes. Then after the next 10, you're just like, if anything was going to come, it was going to come. And you just kind of
At this point, Sturdy is scooting down on her hands and her butt.
Just like, this is stupid and I don't like it.
Vet's riding his tiger.
So you guys get to the end of the stairwell, and it opens up into this massive cavern. And I mean massive.
What?
It is a underground lake.
Oh.
With stone polished so blue it almost looks like the sky above. There seems to be pedestals, there seems to be rocks, there seems to be a certain kind of pathway to get across the water. And at the very start of it, you notice 3 figures. Anyone want to roll a perception check for me?
I'm perception shy now. I don't want to do it.
I rolled 11.
11. You notice that it is 2 younger males and maybe a third smaller male.
I rolled a 17.
You know exactly who it is.
What's
It's
that?
Kyle, Brad, and Chad.
Oh yeah, my boys. My boys.
And do you guys approach or anything along those lines?
I'm sorry, to get to them, we have to cross a pathway over the water.
No, there's
So
like
they have to follow the pathway.
they're right on the start of the pathway. So like you come out the stairwell, go about 20 feet, and then there is a rock kind of formation, and they're all just kind of hanging out there. Brad and Chet, or sorry, Kyle and Brad standing, and then Chet sitting down reading his book.
Why isn't he upstairs? You should go upstairs with
He wants to stay with his brothers.
Oh, fair enough.
I approach. Hail, friends.
Oh,
It is
sup,
good to
my
see you
guy? How you doing?
I am well, thank you.
Oh.
Did you make it past all the water creatures?
Oh, yeah, dude. We disabled all the traps and everything. It should have been a breeze. Like, dude, we're like the best S-class assistants ever. You guys, like, walk down here with no troubles.
Yes.
So, what have you noticed in this cavern? Have you seen anything in the time you've been down here?
Oh, dude, there's, like, nothing going on at all here. There's nothing wrong. This town is perfect.
Maybe we should ask, is it Chet? The one with the book?
Yeah, it's Chet.
Yeah.
They're fucking idiots. They got a little too close and drank the Kool-Aid, apparently.
Too close to what? Too close to what, Chet?
There's like a fountain in the middle of the town that people drink out of, and they just get all weird.
We didn't even see that fountain.
Yeah, it's kind of off in the corner, but I don't know. Most people just go to the bar and they don't look at anything else.
Fair.
Do they serve that
Got our
water
number.
at the bar?
What was that?
Do they serve that water at the bar?
No, they just serve mead and whatever else garbage is in there. I don't really drink it. It's lowers your inhibitions, and that's not really worth my time.
Okay, Zan's gone to talk to the other two guys now. He's not listening to this guy anymore.
Lord, in the inhibitions, what the hell are you talking about?
Like,
So who's talking to who?
Zan knows our party crew. Or Zan knows her party crew. Is
just leaving you guys here to deal with this giant nerd.
I'm gonna ask the giant nerd. Well, also, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth underneath him and kind of raise him up so he's not sitting on the floor. He has a little stool now.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
What is in this cavern? Do you know?
Apparently, you see that waterfall over there? And you look across the water and you can see a slight waterfall across the lake.
Yeah.
Apparently that's where the treasure is, or whatever the hell you're supposed to find. Some kind of goblet of essence or whatever.
how long have you been here?
Oh. A day? We're trying to figure out... Tweedledee and Tweedledum are trying to figure out how to get across the water. I told them what to do, but they'd rather swim.
So what do we do, Chet?
You see all these little, like, rock formations?
Mm-hmm.
You hop from one to the other, to the other, to the other, so you don't go in the water.
Okay, that sounds like a job for Story.
Sure does. And it is quite a ways. That's about all I got for you so far. Unless anyone comes up with any other ideas or questions.
So we gotta go across these rock formations. It's quite a long ways. If Sturdy goes first, you at least like kind of suss it out.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Chet, is it like a sinkers and floaters situation?
I don't know what sinkers and floaters is.
Oh, it's this game I used to play back home. Well, you had to cross a lake, It looked like walks, but not all of them were walks. If you stepped on some of them, they sunk. Sinkos and flotos.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far in the book yet. Don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you a lot on that.
What book are you reading?
This book.
What is the title of the book?
The title of the book is The Glorious and Amazing Adventures of Zane Pacosti.
No, he's fine.
Written by Catherine S. Brackenwood.
What happens if we go in the water?
Absolutely nothing. You'll be totally fine. According to the book.
I reach over and I put my hand on Sturdy. Say, Sturdy, do you want to test it and see how it goes? And while I have my hand on her, I've cast Long Strider on her at a 2nd level. I'm casting it on myself as well. I touch a creature. The target's speed increases by 10 feet for the next hour.
Nice.
I don't know what my speed is.
Like 25 feet for a halfling.
Yeah, 25 feet. Now I'm up to 35 feet, which is probably a normal speed for anyone else.
Well, 30 is normal for anyone.
30.
So you're faster than normal.
Just a bit.
So Sturdy, are you wanting to take the lead and trying to walk across these rocks?
Yes. What I want to do is try to do a leapfrog across the rocks with my hands and my feet. So hopefully improving my chances of gripping and not falling.
All right.
Before we go and do anything, I can have my tiger jump in the water.
Okay. It jumps in the water. And this tiger seems completely fine. Happy even. Frolicking around in the water and just swimming.
Tigers love water.
Stupid happy or happy?
Regular happy, as far as you can tell from a tiger.
It seems fine to me.
Okay.
How long is the tiger in the water?
Muted.
He knows.
I'm gonna have the tiger. I just want to swimming around for 10 minutes. I want to see if there's any with prolonged.
Okay. I need you. You can hold up your hands if you like. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for the tiger, please, and thank you.
Okay. Eight.
Absolutely nothing happens to the tiger. It frolics around, totally fine. Hops out the water and gives a little shake all the way out to its tail, which whips you in the face, Vet.
Michael, I need to go to the toilet, so you need to...
All right. So, is everyone ready for me to leapfrog it over?
Perfectly
'Cause
fine.
I'm ready.
Why don't you
All
make your first jump, and please give me a dex check, please.
Okay. Do I get any sort of advantage for leapfrogging it?
No.
Okay. I'm just being cute then.
It's a good try, though. I like it, though.
Nat 20, baby.
You jump 2 of the 7 steps with that nat 20. Give me another one, please.
30,
that would be an 11.
And
it's what?
Sorry, I just imagine Sturdy jumping forward with that nat 20 and trying to leapfrog it, but instead handspringing off the second one and landing on the first.
Like freaking parkouring, just like doo-doo. The second one, you do clear that one as well. So you've gotten through 3 of the 7. Please give me another dexterity saving throw.
So it sounds like the baseline is 10. That would be my guess. That would be a 21.
Defo cleared the
Not a
fourth
nat
one.
20.
Defo
Okay.
cleared the fourth one. Please give me another.
Another nat 20.
You go straight to the sixth. Please give me one more.
You got it.
Make the final jump.
19.
And you clear it. And you are across the lake at the waterfall.
All right. So I'm going to hold my frying pan above my head to hopefully keep my hair dry. And I'm going to see if I can look around the back of the waterfall.
Would you say that it's now working as a drying pan?
Yes. 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 Very much so.
Okay. So, when you walk up to the waterfall, do you check anything first? Actually, I should say this. When you walk up to the waterfall, you notice that this waterfall is actually fairly shallow, and you can actually see a treasure chest sitting under the waterfall in the wake of where the water is falling.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm gonna message. I cast a message to Birdie, just asking what she sees, and
Yeah, I can defo see a treasure chest just behind this waterfall.
I'll be relating to everyone else. Because I assume it's probably pretty loud. Cool.
I imagine this isn't a big waterfall.
No, it's decent size. So, like, imagine like 10-foot wide. You know, like not small, but definitely like there's some oomph behind the water.
Okay, yeah.
How heavy is the chest? Do you think?
Chest is probably about the size of like a small tote, like that, by that, like, you know, your stereotypical like small pirate chest kind of looking thing.
Will definitely weigh more than 10 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Could I roll sleight of hand to see if there's any physical traps on it?
Sure. Are you like sleight of hand, like trying to reach in and touch it, or like are you trying to like just feel around it, or?
I guess feel around it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
That would be 12.
When you reach your hand in and it hits the water, your entire body slams against the ground and you take 5 damage.
Oh. So, Vet, can you heal me?
Yeah. I'm just gonna assume I'm just maintaining.
This is mean Waddle. This is mean Waddle.
In Mason's heart, all water's mean.
How much
Okay.
distance is there between these steps? Like what's the distance between?
It's probably a good like 7 to 8 foot jump. I mean, it's like a leap. Like, I mean, it's a good spring and leap.
So am I in the water, or am I just like on the ground next to the waterfall?
You're just on the ground next to it. Like I'm imagining like you reached in, like you could stand in the actual wake, and then as soon as you reached in, that's when it slammed you to the ground.
I'm gonna ask Mason if he wants to cast Mold Earth and kind of create bridges between these steps. And then we can kind of leapfrog, like move the bridge, leapfrog over.
Yeah, it just has to be able to fit within a 5-foot cube.
But I'd imagine it doesn't have to be like if we take a 5-foot cube, you could theoretically quarter it. So you'd have 2.5 foot wide pillars that you can stack on end. So 20 feet of bridge that should be able to support weight.
I look down and I look at the water myself, and I look over at Vet. Are you Vet? Certainly. And I begin using my Mold Earth cantrip to allow Vet to cross over the water.
Are you guys going like in between each of the rocks, or are you trying to shoot straight across?
My measurement was kind of like in between and kind of over the rocks where need be.
Very, very cool. How quickly do you move in between the steps? Are you thinking Vet's like kind of slow and cautious, or is he speedy, or what does he do?
I assume he's probably just at walking pace. I mean, if Vet has a 2.5 foot wide path,
Mhm.
and for a small guy like Vet, that's pretty
That's pretty
substantial.
wide. Yeah, that's pretty wide. I think he'd walk pretty normal. Can you give me an athletics check, please? Or sorry, which one takes dex? Is it athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Okay, take
Acrobatics.
acrobatics check, please.
23.
23. You start to walk across, and it's like that scene in Super Mario 64 where the bridge starts falling out from behind you, and you
Okay.
boogie yourself across, and you make it no problem. But you notice that there is something keeping from this cantrip from holding. It appears, but it's not as strong as it should be.
As it's falling, is it possible for Vet to salvage like a 10-pound rock?
I mean, you'd have to go in the water to get it. I mean, like it's falling in the water as you're like that 21. Like you turned, saw it, and ran across to. It was going duk 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 right behind you with each step.
All right. On the other side, then, does Vet make it over to the other side?
No, if since you said you were going in between each step, there's 7 steps. Each one is about 7 feet wide, or 7 feet apart.
Looking down into the water, could Vet use Mage Hand to pick up the rock?
You can't see the bottom of this water.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. So I'm like what, halfway across?
Quarter way.
Or I'm gonna try to beat up with Sturdy on the other side.
You're gonna jump for it? Okay, give me that dex check, pretty please, for the third one.
Let's see, 22.
Defo clears one. Do the next one.
20.
Defo clears. Do the next one.
41.
Defo clears. Do the last one.
Yeah.
9.
So you go to leap, and you fall into the water. And with a 9, it definitely catches you surprise. So you take a big gulp of air. A little bit of water gets in. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hooray! Hooray!
In case the swing set falls on him, he's got all of his safety equipment on.
1. Vet, you think this is the greatest lake in the entire world. It's just the most wonderful, amazing place.
Obviously it is.
Yeah.
Obviously it is. It's perfect.
I mean, why would you ever want to get out of the water?
Oh.
Hell, why would
No.
anyone need to stay above the water?
Oh, so Sturdy's gonna try to scoop him out again with the frying pan of justice.
Okay, perfect. Give me that. Give me like a strength save or sleight of hand, whatever's highest. Whatever you can do to try and get him out of the water.
So that would be an 18.
Yeah, you scoop Vet out of the water, and Vet, you are actually offended that you're on land.
Yeah. Back in the frying pan. I mean, take it back out of the water.
And
Hey,
you.
Vet, if you stay with me, I'll give you a cookie, okay? Don't get back in that water. I know how nice it is in there. You got a cookie coming your way, and that's better.
I mean, plus you have to wait at least 30 minutes after you eat.
Oh,
You know.
Can you be a good boy, Vet? Can you be a good lizard? Good lizard boy?
Vet will listen.
Okay, good.
What does everyone else do? This is a totally fine lake, guys. It's totally,
Fine.
totally fine and okay.
Ooh.
Gonna have to make it across. And okay, so there's the rock pillars. Is that the only way across?
There's the rock pillars. There's swimming. There's, in your case, I believe walking along the bottom if you wanted to try. And that's about it.
So rock pillars it is then.
Such a quitter. Such a quitter.
Well, Mason can't swim. So swimming's not an option. And because Mason can't swim, he doesn't want to get in the water at all. So walking across the bottom ain't an option either. So my options are don't do that.
You don't want to be a big skipping stone, Mason?
No. No, I don't like that idea at all.
It's finally something
So
that
you're gonna
Mason
skip
doesn't like.
Skip across the stones instead.
You're very much
Okay.
muted.
Okay, here it goes. Let's get some dex rolls. And I don't have terrible dex, so maybe I'll be okay.
Give me the first one.
Number 1.
Sand. Just saying.
It's a 9 plus 2.
You leap across the first one and your heels just catch the back. And you kind of do that whole, like, in the cartoons, like, and then you get back on to the second stone.
How far down is the water?
It's not very far. It's only maybe a foot below the foot of the steps.
Number 2.
Vet, what a message, Sam.
What would Vet like to message Zan?
Is there anything Zan could do to help with Mason's roles? Like, no. Yeah.
There is.
I mean, there's some kind of inspiration that
Zan-
often comes
Zan has been distracted. Just FYI.
with
Not
Kyle
paying any
and
attention.
Kyle
yeah,
and Brad.
he's just throwing down with these two guys. He hasn't even been,
Like,
you know.
dude, that party was sick. Oh my god, I can't believe you drank that much. Oh. And where did you learn to turn tables like that, my dude?
And I was gonna say, I was just waiting for Mason to do whatever he was doing. But how deep is the water again?
Yes,
I thought it was
can't see
deep.
the bottom.
You can't see the bottom. Okay, because I was going to say, so while Zen is talking, or you know, just throwing down with these guys, they've actually dared him to cannonball into the water. Again, he's not paying attention to whatever's going on.
I love all of this, and I need this to happen.
So while
So-
Mason is trying to get across the stones, he's just gone and done it.
Jumped in? Perfect. So are you going to try and swim to the other side, or are you just like taking laps?
Yeah.
Taking
I'm
laps?
gonna try and
Okay, you're going to the other side.
yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please, and thank you.
Okie dokie.
With advantage.
Okay. I've not done this before, so I don't know.
You're going to like this.
Constitution. Where am I? I need help. I don't know how to.
Constitution saving throws, I believe, is D20 plus your Constitution saving modifier, and if you decide to choose that as a proficiency, you can. I don't think you did, though. Maybe. Who knows?
Got my other sheet up. It's telling me. Anyway, I'll just. That's 9. Plus my modifier is +1.
And you do have advantage, don't forget.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 10?
Yes.
Nothing is wrong. You just keep paddling, oblivious to everything that's going on and whatever fear of the water that you had. Roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
16.
Again, nothing is wrong. And you continue just paddling across the water as if nothing is happening. Give me one final Constitution saving throw, please.
18.
You get to the other side with no issue. Completely oblivious to what everyone is freaking out and afraid about. Actually, you swim past Mason and wave, like with a backstroke, just like, hi, this is great. Water's fine. And you pop out on the other side.
Zan, the dumb lucky idiot.
I'm gonna make my next deck save.
Do it. You're on 3. Do it.
17.
Makes it no problem.
That's a 2 plus 2. Mason feels himself. He tries to jump, but his traction isn't good. He falls.
How
Can
close?
I use one of my uses of Pillar Lance is to lift a friendly creature if they are willing? Can I just raise a new pillar up underneath me that will keep me from failing that?
I think so. If you make a quick athletics check on top of it to see how fast you recover before that pillar pops.
That's a 15 plus 5.
You definitely pop up on this pillar, hop to the other side, and you land. You only have 2 more to go.
I only have one more use of my pillar ability, so we'll see how that goes. 17 plus 2.
Makes it. Last one.
Just really quick. How close is Mason to me right now?
Mason currently now is 12 feet or 15 feet away from you. He's made it to the very last pillar.
I want to be. Can my mage hand help him in any way?
No, it can only lift 5 to 10 pounds, and Mason is a very heavy boy.
Well, like maybe push him. Right.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely can. If he falls short, if you have the use of your mage hand, I'll make it like a sleight of hand or a dexterity saving throw to see if you can just kind of push him in the correct direction.
I rolled 8.
Plus 2?
Can that?
Or plus
no.
0?
6 plus 2.
All right, make that sleight of hand, baby. See if you push him.
Pushing in it, so let's see. That dirty 20. Sorry.
You push. So Mason, you start to fall into the water, and you feel this invisible force kind of just push you back up right on the pillar.
I'm still on the pillar.
Still on the pillar.
Let's make another check. 15 plus 2.
You make it. You leap across, and all of you are now across. And you hear this little tiny voice coming from the other side. By the way, I forgot to let you guys know.
I get a message him.
That if, Sure. You want to message him? By the way, if you, don't acknowledge the fear of the water, nothing can affect you, so, I forgot to mention that.
Where's my tiger?
Swimming in the water high as hell. High on life. That's why Zan got across no problem. He's a blissful idiot. So now all of you are across at the waterfall. What do?
So when Ferdy reached for the chest the first time, she was slammed into the ground by the water.
See.
I was looking for like physical traps on it to see if there was like a cord that would detach like a big mean whatever trap spiky F you up kind of thing. Sturdy's not smart enough to make like an arcana check or whatever.
If only there was someone in your party who could.
I got a +0, but I am one of the mages, right? 17.
You know that there is something in this water that is bad juju and keeping you from reaching in and grabbing that treasure chest. Maybe in knowing this arcana, you would know to make a perception check on the waterfall.
-14
Can I
-1.
Can offer the
What's
help
that?
action.
How do you help?
Well, I'm gonna assume Mason kind of said something's up with the water.
Are you going to climb up my shoulders and shield my eyes while I percept?
Like,
He like
Guys,
covers
no.
his eyes by accident.
Hey, that tracks because I rolled a 13, so.
So I'm gonna say with that is just high enough. Mason, underneath your foot, you feel a lump. Underneath that lump is 6 stones with 3 slots in the waterfall. Or 3 slots in the wake pool. Do you want to know what the color of the stones are?
Sure do.
I'm gonna bet they're the ones that are not life.
I'm gonna tell you they are white, blue, green, yellow, black, red.
So I promised Vet a crunchy cookie, so he gets one. Vet is protected by since are you up to full health, Vet? No. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d4. You are healed for 4, and the next attack against you, you are protected from 4 damage.
Very, very cool.
So, Vet has Mage Hand. Are the stone indentations in the waterfall? Are they like in the water, or can you like access them?
They're in the I didn't quite explain it. They're under your feet, like they're in the wake pool. Like there's 3 stones with like grooves carved in going towards the treasure chest, and then 6 stones laying across. So 3 of the 6 stones you would surmise have to go into those slots.
Do we try the life combination?
Let's try the life combination, and if that doesn't work, we'll try the other 3.
The death combination, the yellow, black,
So
red.
those white, blue, and green were the life combinations. So
Yellow, black, red.
Oh, I get it. Yellow, black, red. Red touches yellow. You're a dead fellow.
Someone got it.
Yay!
So you put
okay,
in
so let's try the life combination first.
So you put in the life combination, and all of a sudden the water starts to turn kind of green.
I'm gonna roll perception on that color change.
3, 2, 1.
Rolled an
Can I-
11 minus.
Can I get dexterity saving throws from every single person, please?
Yeah, you certainly can. Give me 19er.
7.
Nice.
14.
Nice.
Uh, 15.
So everyone makes it out, but Sturdy, you take 5 acid damage.
From what?
The water turning green.
Did it
splashes?
It splashed me?
It splash you. It's mean water.
Okay.
You had it right the first time.
It's
The
mean
simplicity
water.
is true. It's mean water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that turned it to acid.
Okay. So let's pull those stones out
Mage hand.
and try the death combination.
Yellow, red,
So
black.
you're going to do that with Mage Hand? Okay. As you do that, the waterfall turns back to this pristine blue and almost softens to where it's just a faint, normal waterfall. Doesn't appear to be going any harder as it was before. Almost appears softer.
Okay, so since there's no physical traps on the treasure chest, and there's no since the it sounds like the water has been disenchanted.
Perceptive.
I could perceive it.
Yeah, go for it.
22.
This waterfall appears like a normal, beautiful waterfall.
Cool. I am gonna try to open the treasure chest.
You flip the latch and it pops right open. And sitting inside, wrapped in this box is wrapped in a velvet inlay, is a dark black chalice with green emeralds around the ring, silver banding, and almost a dark green ooze going down the handle or the stem, this bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the party and say, are we gonna be good boys and girls and pick it up with the bag, or are we gonna gank this one?
Vet, I think it's gonna reach in with Mage Hand and pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, you pick it up, and Vet, since you did it with Mage Hand, you feel this chill go through your body. Unnatural, cold, uneasy chill that makes you queasy to your stomach almost.
I open the bag for moving these artifacts.
Yeah. Icky waddle, icky artifact. So I do like the doggy bag thing with the bag. Pick it up. Like that.
Pick it up, dog shit, just like.
And you like doing this?
As you do this purple aura surges from the bag, and then all is calm. And the water that surrounded this lake goes from a crystal clear, kind of a light blue, to this dark blue coloration that you would see in normal deep water.
No.
So okay, so it looks like it would look like kind of like a really deep, like underground cave sort of situation, underwater cave. Okay.
Can I take a check on the tiger who...
I was gonna say the same. Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally check in the tiger. This tiger completely leaps out of the water and shakes and is like, "Oh, water." And like sloughs it off and like pouts in the corner and is just like icky.
That land on your toe?
Okay. Mason, try the stone bridge again.
I do that.
Did any of you walk across it?
I'll walk across.
That's what I thought.
You stroll across, and the beat to opening to Saturday Night Fever starts playing, and nothing happens. You make it easily. Yeah, prestidigitation throwing sparks.
No, not sparks. Disco ball.
Disco ball. And you make it across the water from podium to podium to podium to podium with no issue. And you're standing back on the original deck with the three hoodlums, Brad, Kyle, and Chet.
Do Brad and Kyle look hungover or something?
Kyle and Brad are messed up. They are not good. They're just like sunglasses inside, like big old pit vipers, visors upside down with the visor sticking out like this.
God.
Polo shirts with the white collar, jean shorts, knee-high socks, and Birkenstocks.
Oh,
Nice.
God. They're worse than I thought.
Okay, so since Bet got across no problem, I'm gonna go next.
Oh yeah, I assume once Vet goes across, you all start. You all make it across, no problem. You guys just making your way downtown, walking fast. Yeah, no big deal. Doodly-doodly-doo.
Making way on the ground.
Yeah, and you all arrive back at that first podium with Brad, Chet, and Kyle. Like, sup, my dudes? Did you do the thing? We made it so easy for you. Oh my god, we're amazing. High five, Zan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of roll a perception check to see if I can tell what class heroes these are. Like, what are they even like?
Sure, why not?
Never mind. I rolled a 1. I forgot what class I am.
They're definitely something.
I believe there's 3 of them.
There is. Do any of you
I'm
ever
like
roll?
90% sure.
Peek behind the screen. They each have classes. I have a role for each one. Yep. I have developed some serious time into Brad, Chet, and Kyle.
They're my favorite.
So you guys,
So I'll just ask him, hey, what classes are you guys?
Kyle looks over and goes, barbarian, duh. Cracks a monster, chugs it, and slams it against his forehead. Brad comes over and goes, dude, totally a rogue, like sneaky. And he pulls a beanie out, pulls it over his head, and it's got eye holes cut into it.
Oh my god.
Chet, sitting on the ground, looks over and goes, do I have to answer?
You would be a wizard.
Hey, and circle gets the square. And continues on to his book.
Now what to do with the chalice?
I'll return it.
So what do you guys do? Do you guys choose to go back up to Gundrum? Like, what are you guys doing? What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to do that.
I want to go back up to Gudrun, and just stick my head in the door.
Are we going back through town?
I definitely want to go back down.
Before we leave, before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna kill me. I'm going to reach my hand in the bag and touch the chalice in front of Gudrun.
You just had to touch it, didn't you? You saw how gross it is, and you had to touch it.
All right, where's that mechanic I had?
Under my breath, I go, little shit weasel.
All right, roll me a Constitution save there, Vet.
Okay.
I kind of hope you fail.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I probably just did 12.
Oh, you definitely did. I had a set number, but we're gonna just do this the old-fashioned way. 2, 2, 3.
Someone had to know
4,
whether or not it was a level up artifact.
2, 3, 6.
Although I guess I could have had my tiger touch it.
But then our tiger might have leveled up.
Yeah. So you take 36 points of necrotic damage.
You
Yeah,
muted?
I'm down.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that actually might have actually flat killed me. I'll just see. Yep.
I don't do the whole half pasture,
Oh, okay.
half life thing because I only stick with death saves. And if it's my rule of thumb for killing a player character, just putting this out here: 3 failed death saves, or if I triple your life total, negative. Like if I bury it, like you get hit with 100 radiant damage or necrotic damage, you're dead. Like you're donezo.
Makes sense.
But
So,
yeah,
just putting this thematically, Matt sticks his head inside the door and just like, and then just goes.
yeah, he just goes. Just
Gudrum. Gudrum just is like looking over his book, sees Vet, and dies. Like, what was that?
he goes, no, Gundrum, the most calm, normal, goes, ah! And,
So wait a minute, are you just done?
no, he's not done, because by normal rules of D&D, he's dead. But by my rules of D&D, he's not dead. You guys can stabilize if you choose to stabilize him. And then, yeah. I thought the whole black cauldron with the green emeralds and the oozing green slime was...
Yeah, it's
you never know, though.
this vet character seems to have been a hindrance from the beginning.
Also rolling death saves.
No, you're good. Sturdy freaking trying to kill you.
I don't think I'm the only one trying to kill Vet. I think Vet is trying to kill Vet.
10, 19, 5, natural 20. You stabilize. And are pop up with 1 HP.
That pops up 1 HP and just starts retching in the corner.
Pretty much just puking your guts out. 3 saves, 1 fail.
So I go up to Vet and say, "What we learn? What we learn?"
Yeah. So Gundrum has had the shock of his life. He goes, I'm going to stay here and read. And turns away and just kind of hovers back over his books and keeps going.
Probably a wise decision, Goodwum.
He just grunts and nods and keeps reading. He's like, what have I gotten myself into? And on the side, he pulls out of his giant backpack a percolator of coffee and sets it on a small little fire he's built, and then continues working. What do you guys do?
So sorry, I'm unclear. Where are we right now?
You guys are still inside this temple right now. You are just outside. Actually, you guys are inside because Vet kamikaze
In front of the
himself.
shrines.
Yeah, Vet kamikazed himself into Gundram's library that was in the shrines.
So Mason will be like, Gudrum, do you want to? We'll meet you back at the inn, okay?
Here.
Because here's the thing, right? Everyone in the town was sending all of their money to the temple. We didn't see any money here. So where the heck is their money being taken?
I'm wondering if the chalice or the cup had an effect on their fountain as well. So if that's stopped the underground lake from being happy juice, then maybe the fountain's no longer. Maybe they're normal now. I don't know. I would just want to check what's happening.
The town of joy may not be so joyful. I dig it. I would definitely want to go back to town.
It's entirely possible. I mean, you guys control the story at this point. This is officially my point where I have built as much of the story as you guys need, and we open into what do you want to do. There'll still be missions. There's still going to be lots of stuff. However you guys choose to accomplish missions, it's your choice.
I definitely want to talk to the townspeople and see how they're holding up.
And also find out where that person is, or that the main kind of rich people.
And it took us more than a day to get here, so we'll long rest before we get to town, just in case anybody has some health they need to recover.
I do.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Is somebody missing health, Alyssa?
I am.
Oh, I bet you
very
appreciate having some health back.
I do, and I didn't have to make rations for it.
What do you know?
Speaking of which, I am going to refill my rations as well. I brought some extra goodies.
You guys, I imagine you guys just cop a squat right in the temple. I mean, you guys cleared it out. And honestly, you know what? Real quick, Mason, can you roll me a perception check? Because I imagine Mason is being just like the kind of guy who's just kind of like looking at everything. So I kind of rely on Mason's perception a little bit. What did you roll?
Well, that's a mistake. That's a 17 minus 1. I keep on shitting on my perception, but I've so far been pretty good.
Yeah, imagine if you had like a +3. That's a dirty 20. I mean, like, not hard to do. So you actually start to see that there are skeleton corpses and other little baddies all over this temple that you guys never noticed, that Brad, Chet, and Kyle took care of. And when they said they took care of the traps, they truly thought they took care of the traps.
Okay.
There wasn't
they're
like...
They're idiots, but they're good boys.
They're idiots, but
to be honest, I thought they were full of crap, but anyway.
Complete morons, but, I mean, they did what they thought they were doing. They thought that they had taken care of everything, so they were just chilling by the water. Michael froze. At least on my screen he did.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. He looks very skeptical, like.
He does.
I know, he looks like he's like, I think they're evil. Guys.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
There he
There
is.
we go. He's back.
Just ask Christopher. I make my bad guys pretty obvious. But yeah, you guys take a long rest. You guys are chilling inside this tomb. Very interesting scene where these spires, or sorry, God, I keep calling them spires, shrines, of where people had often worshipped and often brought offerings. You guys are just chilling, having a campfire. Something like straight out of the Lord of the Rings of an abandoned castle. You guys are just having a good time.
Roasting wheat.
Yep.
Take a long rest. You refill all of your HP, all of your spell slots, all of your key points.
Is there?
I'm gonna sleight of hand some coffee out of Gudrum's thermos.
He's so enthralled with his book. Actually, you know what? Real quick. Oh, Nat 1. He's so enthralled with his books right now. He's out of it. You got a question, Michael?
Is there any sort of gold or loot we can find on the bodies around us? The skeletons and such?
Let me do a real quick check. Wow, Nat 20. I'll say you each get 30 gold apiece.
Yeah.
that Brad, Kyle, and Chet were too stupid to even look because they come from rich families, so they don't even really need it.
Dude, I'm gonna save up and get that cloak of manta ray.
Sorry,
And
how many?
I'm-
I zoned out there for a second. What did you find?
They found
think
30 gold pieces.
Okay.
That
Oh,
makes it
the-
I'd
well.
seen an ADHD post that said, yeah, everyone's wrong when they think I've zoned out. My default is zoned out. Occasionally I zone in.
Yeah.
So true. So what do you guys want to do? This is your
Let's
world
head back
now.
to town.
I'm just steering this bus. You guys. Actually, you know what? That's
I'm
a
happy
lie.
to-
I'm not even steering this bus. I'm pushing the throttle. You're steering this bus. We go off the cliff. It's your fault.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to town.
Yep.
All right.
Are we heading back to the tavern?
Wherever you
Yeah.
guys want to go.
Yeah, I mean we paid for the room.
That's true.
Overpaid for it.
Overpaid, yes.
So you guys go.
So
Oh, I was saying, you guys start making your way back to town, and things are a little different. Not as much as a drastic change as it was in the temple, but there is definitely a little bit more tension going on in the air. People are a little bit not as smiley and giddy, but there is definitely still a positive atmosphere in the streets.
This is the. It has been like we took a long rest overnight. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a day. Yeah, it's been a day of clear water. Or so you think.
So, if the water has cleared up, people aren't drinking it anymore. I imagine people are going to be more honest with us. So I'm thinking about asking them about the rich family. I know their name starts with an I, and I know like
Ilkin. I-L-K-I-N.
Ilkin.
Ilkin.
All right. Thank you. So I'm gonna go up to the nearest person and say, so we went into the temple. Yeah, tell me what you know about the temple. I just want to know.
Some bad juju going on around there. That's
Not anymore.
that is
Yeah, hopefully-
that's a no-go. That's a no-go, sister.
All right, good to know. I already crossed that bridge, but should have been
Bit late.
cleared up by now. What can you tell me about the Ilkin family?
Let me see here. The daughter is real kind. The dad's a dick. The mom's a drunk. And the son is just kind of creepy.
Okay, so one
sort of
out of
creep-
4 is solid.
What was that? What was that, Michael?
What sort of creepy are we talking? Are we
Oh, he's
hang out
always
outside of high school creepy, or hang out in the girls' locker room?
he's always hanging out at the cemetery, kind of creepy,
Ah.
and like hanging out in the dungeons and like really into like capital punishment and stuff. He's just really weird.
I kind of want to confront the Ilkin family and pull a Robin Hood type of maneuver.
Well, we don't know that that's where everyone's money was going.
Where else would it go?
The people think it was going to the temple.
They sure do. And it was.
They did think. We haven't asked since.
Where did the money go?
Oh, that went to the Heroes Guild.
The Heroes Guild.
Oh yeah, I mean, they take all the money from everywhere and then they distribute it out to all the families, and then they distribute it out to all the heroes, and then they distribute out the portion of that to all the tribes, and then they give the rest to the rest of us who aren't part of a tribe.
Vet's gonna pull down like his hat a little bit just so no one can see his face, and he's gonna message everyone. I cast message. I think we're the bad guys here.
Ouch. Well, at least they're not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Can I say one final word?
Yeah.
Mason reaches into his pocket and he's going to hand a piece of paper to Vet. I think we need to have a talk with these people. And it's the note from the Red Brand.
Yep.
Oh yeah. One other thing that I wanted to do is call everyone to the center of town and make some stone soup.
Aw.
Right
Nice.
on. Love it.
Mason is mortified by that. He's like,
Don't worry. It's not what you think. It's not what you think.
And guys, that is where we'll end session 2 of Rhoteg.
That was so good.
That's fun.
So, what did you